And we're doing it live. What's happening? The GRG podcast is in full mother. Phys ed. Let's go. Anyway, welcome to the GRG podcast, episode 71. As you see, we are light, but I'm sure that there'll be a couple of them coming in. Our girl, Delilah HD, had a serious situation go on, so therefore she will not be on the show tonight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Prayers up for her and her family on the situation. So other than that, but a live wire, I'm pretty sure that he'll probably try to pop in. Knuckles said he'll pop in after he come back from what he's doing. Other than that, shit, fuck it. We can rock it. We got plenty to make it happen. So welcome. And let's get to the panel. First off, let's go to Lady Infamous. What's going on? One of the matriarchs. How you doing? How you been?
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is me, Lady Infamous 415, First Lady of IntermediateGaming.com, founder of Grown Women Gaming. Let's talk about these topics, cuz.
Oh, let's go. Chimone. And then we go to the bums. What's going on? What's happening with you? 108 Dragons TV. What's happening with you, bro?
What's good, man? Welcome everybody. We got some good topics for you, and I've been enjoying our GRG stream nights, man. It's been real crazy.
Oh yeah, they've been real fun. Last night I had to go solo, but hey man, I had to go to work, Jack. I had to be at work at 1 o'clock in the morning, man, and then I got to be at work in the morning at 2. This sucks, man. Hit me at work yet today. Like, hey man, just can you come in? No, hell no, I can't come in. They like, man, come on, we gotta come on.
Never sucks to make money, man.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Especially when it's your birthday. I'm gonna say this all through the show. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow's my birthday, man. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Can a man just live? Green Ranger. Appreciate it. And you call me the White Ranger. Never ever call me the Green Ranger. Green Ranger. Which was the Green Ranger? He was the Xbox one. He was the foot. Oh, I thought you were saying my status. I was the foot of the crew.
Oh no.
I never want to be involved trying to be the foot.
No, the Green Ranger was the bad guy that turned good. You know that.
So he turned into the White Ranger. That's right.
Yeah,
so he turned with the
White
Ranger.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm the White Ranger. There we go. All right. It's been so long since I've seen Power Rangers. Power Rangers was dope. Anyway, but thank you for introducing yourself. Triple Cup Chuck, are you up? What's up, bro?
Man, I'm up and away, diving. Man, hey, just want to say the Green Ranger, they did it on the Power Rangers, the movie. They explained that Rita was a Power Ranger. That's why she had the green ring. I said, yes. Being away, though, we ain't come to talk about that. We came to talk about some games. And I'm ready, man. GamesCom, Xbox, GamesCom. I'm ready. Let's dive. Come on, let's get it.
All right. Appreciate the happy birthdays. Like I said, I don't normally try to be asking for love, but I'm gonna try to get it from the panel. I'm not from the panel, but from the because the panel ain't gonna give me no love. They're gonna just give me headaches. It's gonna be most likely from the listeners. You know what I'm saying? So you show your voice love. Hey, when Livewire gets his ass in here, we'll get that dolphin popping off. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get a lot of the dolphin tonight. He might get a new animal. He might get
that should be our mascot.
Oh, he is our mascot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's our Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Because of his foul ass mouth. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then he's a ex, like.
Ain't Donald Trump a rooster?
Well, but Livewire is like 6'9" and like a swimmer. Like he don't play ball. He's a swimmer.
He's Tim Duncan.
No. Tim Duncan play ball, son.
Eventually.
When you see live, he got the dreads, you know what I'm saying? This dude look like, you know what I'm saying, he's tall as hell, he's slender, and you looking at him, you thinking like, oh, this dude's gonna ball me out the gym. And then next thing you know, he's over here doing, you know what I'm saying, doing a backstroke on your ass. Like, I'm like, what's going on? What's happening? So, you know what I'm saying? He's an oddity, but it is what it is. But yeah, once he bring his ass in here, he will get the dolphin. Trust that. But anyway, let's get on to it, man. Let's get to it. I keep thinking there's some more people in here. Kaleidoscope, I have no idea where he's back in this. He's in the States now. And so while he's in the States, he's probably checking out the sites. He probably finding some new women. I have no idea what Kaleidoscope is doing. So when, you know what I'm saying, when he comes back, he'll come back. Knuckles, he's watching the movie. He said he'll be late. We don't know what the hell's going on tonight, man. We just
Netflix
going in.
And chill by himself.
Stop it. Don't be messy. Don't be messy. Not Friday night. Don't do that. He actually said he was going to. he was going to the movies to see I forgot what the Spike Lee movie. I forgot the name. BlacKkKlansman. That's right. So anyway, let's get on to it. Okay, first off, before we get into the very first topic, I do want to make this little discussion. I told it to you guys earlier, and it was in regards to something that I posted on Twitter today. And I cannot believe that I got so much static for asking a question in regards to something that had nothing to do with a particular game. And so what happened was that there was a post on Twitter that was basically saying that there was a reviewer that gave Yakuza a 87. Nothing wrong with that. Sounds like it's really cool. I haven't played any of the Yakuza games, matter of fact, right? So that's not the issue. My issue about what I read was that this guy said that Yakuza is the best, one of the greatest games ever made. Okay, I'm not even tripping about that. I haven't played them. They might be dope. I hear a lot of people that do play them. They like them. It's all right. It's all good, right? What I'm tripping of is that this reviewer said it's one of the greatest games of all time, but gave the game an 87. And I'm like, wait a minute. This just don't sound right. Like, that's like you saying I'm the best cook in the world, but Lemon makes better pies than me. What do you do? If you're the best cook in the world, you're the best cook in the world. You know what I'm saying? It just don't. And so the thing to me was about the reviewer, because I was going to get into a point of like, man, that's why I just don't pay attention to reviews anymore, because they don't make any sense. How is you giving Yakuza an 87 rating, but saying it's one of the best games of all time? You're giving it a B rating. That's the problem that I have. So if anybody, I'll just go to you, Chuck. You know what I'm saying? Am I not making any sense with this? Is this throwing you off, or do you understand my point of this? I mean, what's up with this, man?
Actually, I had to leave, drop, come back, and just go to a different portal or something like that, because the game, it's like one of them games where 87 is actually good for that type of game. I don't see nothing wrong with the game, but being game of the year, nah. I mean, I just see like people that they just, you know, hardcore fans of the genre more into it than you know how people, I'm trying to think like the right way to say it. Like, you know, with somebody like of a big Nintendo fan, you can't tell them nothing about Nintendo. It don't matter what you say or what's going on, what games they have, you can't tell them nothing about Nintendo. That's how you got to look at those type people. But I mean, I don't play those type of games because I can't beat nobody in them. But you know what I'm saying? I like a game where I could sit there and get bragging rights on against a person, not trophies and achievements. That's not my thing. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't really too big of a fan. So that to me, just kind of like I'm just gonna stay in my own lane with it.
Okay, you missed my point because you went off and out, but I got that. But my point about what I'm getting a lot of flack, and this is the thing about people that are ignorant, and you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know, you don't hear me calling people ignorant and shit like that, but today was just completely just all fuckery. Like I couldn't understand, like, why are you trying to make this point about the game itself when I'm talking about what the reviewer said? Because if I'm looking at this, and you know how I love Tekken, and if this reviewer said Tekken 7 is the best fighter that he's ever played, but then gave it an 85, I'm like, well, hold the fuck on. What you mean is the best fighter that you ever played, but gave it only an 85? That don't make any sense to me.
Okay, so, let me jump in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Apparently, the dude is hella biased. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He got a little personal interest in this game. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong of what he said. You know what I mean? But don't stack your opinion on somebody else and making them think to believe you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm just because you like Yakuza and that's your best game, one of the best games of all time, I'm not naive to believe that shit. So I haven't touched a Yakuza game, so this man is personally not going to sit here and tell me about this game. But you know how people, I mean, the more I learn about this shit, it comes with the positives and the negatives of shit. people on the internet, as soon as if a motherfucker don't like you and you say your opinion about something, and I'm speaking directly towards you, K-Mega, they're gonna fuck with you. That's because they don't like you. You may be right, but they just want to fuck with you because they just don't like you. Everybody knows that they have their own personal favorite game, and it may not be a 10, it may not be a 9, it may not be an 8, but to that particular person, that's their favorite game. All I can tell y'all is Fallout New Vegas is the best Fallout game out here. But I'm not gonna be like, but that's my opinion, and you should go run with it. You should find what you like, and you embrace it. Don't jump it down people's throat. Don't be negative if a person disagrees on your opinion as well. But that's how people are. It's like, I don't know, back in the days, you used to say what you want to say, and it really meant something. But before all the internet and the social media drama and stuff like that, when you have beef with somebody about opinion, you say it to a person's face to face. You know what I mean? Now people hide behind a computer, and they want to be Twitter warriors all day, every day. And as much as we try to be positive and we try to be open-minded and try to be informative of our opinions about video game, it's always going to be somebody who's going to log on to Twitter and be like, look, K-Mega on that bullshit. Let me go click. Yeah. So, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it moving, man. Like what you like, and if they don't like what you like, fuck them. You can't get mad about that. Just keep it moving.
But you see the trolls, that's the reason why he said it was the greatest game of all time, because he might have gave it on his opinion on what he did at Skull, but then he might have got backlash and trolls coming at him. So he said, oh, it's the greatest game of all time. And probably because you was pointing out, maybe the trolls turned their direction.
I don't know, maybe, but it's just for me. If these people, if they really was understanding my point, I was defending Yakuza. I would, because it didn't matter about the game. It didn't matter. It was me all about jumping on the reviewer. It's just like the whole situation with Persona. I never have dogged out Persona. I've never said, now I'll go ahead and say the penis demon. But I'm clowning, right? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not dogging that game. I own that game. You know what I'm saying? I've played other Persona. I beat Persona 3. You know what I'm saying? So the thing to me, it was like, I'm not dogging the game. I'm talking about what the reviewers are saying by saying that game is the best RPG / JRPG of all time. You want to say JRPG? I'm not going to argue with you. But goddamn it, saying the best RPG, you're a fucking liar. And then when I showed the video saying that, hey, look, these guys are saying that they don't even like RPGs, but they had to review it. That was what it was all about. But they just overlooked all that and just went straight at me at the throat, saying that I don't like Japanese games and things like that.
Because motherfuckers don't like you, and I'm not saying
but
I'm not saying it like
it's just weird, man.
But I understand that.
Which is the greatest?
And which is, and all you got to do about that, K-Mega, on some real shit, is turn into a positive. You got a motherfucker in this world that's taking time and energy out their life to try to make you miserable, try to post negative shit, and you should take it like, damn, you must be doing something right. And I'm not just talking about with K-Mega. I'm talking about with anybody.
Just everybody. Yeah, just everybody. Yeah, I'm over here defending these guys. Like, that's a little insulting. You're saying that Yakuza, and like I said, it didn't really matter about the game. It was me going after the reviewer, but it is the score that he gave for it was Yakuza saying it's the best game. It's one of the best games of all time, but you only give it an 87. That just makes no sense to me. And that's what my point was. And I wanted to try to get a discussion. So, but Lemon, go ahead. If you got anything to say on this is whatever, but we get on the topic. Go ahead.
Well, when you make a statement like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everything's opinionated, people, with these reviewers, even my reviews or whatever else. When you make a statement like that, shouldn't your score reflect what you're saying?
Right.
It should be like a 9 point something, or right. 10. You can't say, oh, this is one of the best games and I gave it a B+. It doesn't match up. That's all I'm saying. You should it should just reflect what you're saying.
That's all I was trying to make. You're absolutely right. I was just trying to reflect it. And then just and it is what it is. I know people, like one dude, he comes out and, he was quick to retweet it and then post it. I guess he's got salt and don't like Yakuza. What are you talking? Okay.
But, I mean, it's gonna be people like that every day. Check it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
People will bash me because I'm a preferred Xbox owner, but don't even know that I got a PlayStation. People want to say stuff about Call of Duty. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about Call of Duty. That's my shit. I know what I'm talking about. So when I discuss an opinion on a current beta and motherfuckers calling me, oh, you don't play no games, you ain't got no games, you don't play Call of Duty, I understand where you feeling, but it's like that. It's like that.
But watch Lady Delilah in these gaming, Lady Infamous on these gaming streets because she game harder than most dudes. So y'all should watch what y'all talking about.
Facts. And big shout out to Delilah HD that's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? What's up with your girl? And Bloody Knuckles is in the house. What's up with you, Knuckles? You came back. How was the movie, man?
Oh my god, the fucking movie was so dope. I loved it. It's fucking, if you like Spike Lee, it's exactly what you'd expect. It actually has great social commentary.
Are you gonna discuss it in your next podcast?
I will more than likely discuss it in my next episode, hopefully tomorrow, but here soon. If not, I might actually do a review on it. So.
Did you take your roommates with you?
You still on that? You still salty about it?
I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on.
Look, nobody knows what I'm talking about.
It's okay. Lemon on a salt tip. That's all it is.
All right. Well, you know what I'm saying? I just was wanted to have that little discussion. It wasn't a topic. It was just something that's just been blowing my mind all day.
I caught the discussion as I was coming in, waiting for everything to load up, and I thought it was interesting, man. It's something else.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I just, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, I ignore a lot of people just because I know that they want me to have feedback. But I was really trying to say, look, I am on your side on this. I'm not trying to dog out your game.
Anything, you're trying to question Homeboy's credibility.
Right.
Exactly.
Anything else.
Did he really play the game? Is he really a fan of Yakuza? Like, 87 is a great score, but you got a difference between a great game and one of the greatest of all time. That doesn't mesh. That don't make sense.
You know,
if he had claimed that it was a great game for what it was and one of the better games of the generation, 87 would be fine. But if he's claiming the fact that it's greatest of all time, up there with other like big games, especially how God of War this generation this year has been hailed as the greatest of all time, it would be up there in the 90s at near perfect scores, not an 87.
But you can't listen to some of these dudes. They don't even listen to what you say or read what people are saying.
Yeah,
they just got an opinion. These dudes are remedial
like a motherfucker. They weren't like, hey, while we were there in daycare or wherever, grandma's house or auntie's or whatever, and we was watching Read the Rainbow, I don't know what the hell they were doing.
It was in the corner with the dunce hat on. You know what it was.
I was over here. Take a look in a book, a Reading Rainbow.
Hey, did they get I'm looking forward to it because of the fact that I told Lemon last night that my boy gave me his PS4 Pro, so I finally got that. So I'm gonna be all over that game like real quick.
Oh, nice.
No, don't do that. You're not supposed to play multiple consoles. You're supposed to hate.
Oh, all right. Fuck PlayStation.
That's what you're supposed to say. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You're not a gamer. You're supposed to hate everything that you don't own.
Exactly, right? I'm all excited for the Yakuza game, man. Like, it was one of the biggest games. Like, haven't played it there at E3 because that's where I went because I spent the whole day with Sega. And that game was so great because of the fact that I remember playing the original Yakuza 2 and what they're doing with the new engine is miles crazy than what it did back in the day, and that was about 10 years ago.
I have not played a Yakuza game. I see that they got a Yakuza game for $20 on a PC, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to play one because I really want one. Now I know that Phil Spencer. There's a rumor that Phil Spencer. I don't know if it's actually a rumor. I think it's actually a fact that Phil Spencer is going to. Xbox is actually going to have some representation at Tokyo Game Show this year. So I
hope so. I hope they make that announcement there because I would love to see that game over.
Yeah, well, and you know what I'm saying. And if Xbox is going to go there, that means that they're going to be definitely going to show Jump Force and other games like that. So
and the other partnerships that they have with all the others, and we still haven't even seen the culmination of what Sega was doing there earlier this year.
Hold on. Can't use words that these remedials can't understand.
Oh, right. We haven't seen the effects of what we saw earlier this year.
Yeah.
But we already know that the Yakuza devs themselves had said that they would like to port it over. Phil says that he is a fan of the series and would like to see it come over.
But if you let the fanboys tell you, and I don't know how true this was. I don't know. I know Phil Spencer denied these allegations because he's been asked, but he was like he didn't actually deny it. He just said, "Look, I wasn't, I was there at Microsoft or Xbox or whatever, but I wasn't nowhere at the position where I'm at now or before when I got to the 360. I was just a newbie when it was supposed to be alleged that they turned down that Nintendo and Xbox turned down Yakuza's offer.
Yeah, that was back during the early PS2 days, back when the OG was coming out before they put out 2 and 3 come the 360 era. That was well before, but now we're seeing that everything now we're seeing the relationship between them, especially with Sega, because we've seen how strong Bandai's relationship with Xbox has grown in the past 2-3 years, with them doing a lot of big showcases.
Well, I hope they pass Tekken 7 on the Xbox when they get this new this season pass, because you know what I'm saying, they got to do better. It runs better, but it's not better than the PlayStation 4.
That's still a networking thing, and that's an issue with Bandai every game. But I'm not going to go into that. But we've kind of seen that there's quite a few Japanese companies that have been building the relationship real well with Xbox, and I think we're really starting to see Sega really kind of get down with them. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what everything that they were doing at the beginning of this year really come out, because there's still several games that they have that they've announced in Japan, at least, that they haven't announced for the US, for the West, really, on whether it's going to be multi-platform or not. And I'm guaranteed that they're waiting to make an announcement. And if they do, they're going to do it at Tokyo Game Show with Xbox saying, these games, they're going to come over here in the West.
That'd be dope. That'd be really dope.
Hey, that would be a mic drop moment right there for everyone who says that Xbox don't like Japanese games.
What else is more important? Not that they get the games, is that the community supports them.
Exactly. I know I do.
More than anything else.
Right. Yeah, like there's plenty of Japanese games that I still want to be sent over to the Xbox. I mean, I'm kind of upset about EX Layer. Even though the game is
Persona, but I'm gonna get Persona 5 up for sure.
No, you can't yell that. You got to the penis demon. You got to say it soft.
Nah. If you're gonna do it, you gotta put the emphasis on the penis demon.
I can't do all that. I can't put no emphasis on it. But the thing of it is that I mean, Persona be great. You know what I'm saying? A lot more Japanese games to come. But that dude said he ain't gonna. He's got a hatred for Xbox, so I don't think I'll ever see him.
Excuse me. We gotta pay some bills real quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Thank you for the $5 donation. Bloody, when you talk about a war, tell me how those boss fights are. I thought they were meh.
I got you, my boy. I think I'm gonna stream that. I honestly think I am. I'm gonna try and get that set up because I want to do that in Persona for sure. I'm streaming too many things.
The dragon fight was meh. It's a beautiful game. The dragon fight was dope. It was not as dope. Look, it's the side missions to me that makes the game dope, because you have to look for these dragons, and I got completely lost into trying to search.
Are you talking about the Valkyries?
No, not the Valkyries. There's these dragons that you have to go that are side missions. They're nothing pertaining to the actual story. They're their own. And once you get them, once you find all of those dragons, you get this dope ass armor. It's ugly looking armor, but I'm telling you, once you put that armor on, that's just legit, son. So I had to go find. And when I went and I found, and I ain't gonna tell you the couple of secrets about these dragons or whatever, because there's a little backstory about it. But when I found the last dragon, there was this big, for the first time I seen one of these big armored dudes in this little ass cave with a whole bunch of little dudes, because I was playing on a harder setting other than normal and easy as some of these frauds be playing on. And well, I can't say normal is normal. I mean, you know what I'm saying? People be telling me I need to play and get a better experience. That's why I be thinking
I'm going straight in on the hardest difficulty as soon as I can. I'm going to do it straight out the gate.
Boy, then you better build up before you see a Valkyrie. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Oh, man, don't worry.
Valkyries are nothing to play with, bro. The Valkyries are something. I got 3 more Valkyries to beat before I have them all done. But the Valkyries are a problem. They're a problem. And I didn't understand why 6998 was always saying, "Man, I want you to fight a Valkyrie. I wanted to see you streaming you fighting a Valkyrie." And then when I finally got to one, I realized because it took me like 20 times to fight one, especially on that on those hard settings. And then when I build my armor up, it got easier, but it's still, they all vary. Anyway, I'm going way off topic. The point of it is that look, yeah,
just be careful though. They get checked your release record on that.
Oh, they can check. I'm like close to 80% done. I'm gonna platinum that game. I think God of War is worth platinuming. You know what I'm saying?
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I think God of War is worth the platinum. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I've already beat the game, so I've already showed those receipts on Twitter. But but really the whole situation of wanting me, I want to get all the Valkyries. I'll show those receipts, and then once I got these crazy things for the mist. And then I get that armor and those special things for that. Then I'm finna go and then I'm finna get one last thing that I need to do. And then everything else is just little pieces here, little pieces there. Like I said, I'm almost completely done with the game for all the little knickknacks that I gotta find. All the hard stuff is done except for the last 3 Valkyries. But anyway, let's get on topic. Gamescom. How many of you guys watched it? I didn't get to watch too much of it. Because of work, but the stuff that I did see, I caught my boy X by 448 stream. I know that Lemon, he did a stream. I did not know at the time, but I caught a little bit of you in live and what you was telling me about live. There's a boy live, boy.
Cursing
anyway,
like a sailor, boy.
Cursing like a sailor. But I caught a little bit of it and everything. But the stuff that I did see, I was pleased as a gamer. Every time that I watch something within the gaming space, E3, Gamescom, PSX, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I watch it. I just want to see what new games are out. It never bores me because I want to see what these people are advertising for my dollar. So for me, I'll go to what I enjoyed last. So I'm going to go first to you, Triple Cup Chuck, and ask you if you watched any of Gamecoms, or if not, did you see any of those trailers? Because there was a lot of dope ass games out there.
Man, I sat back and I watched the Xbox Gamescom. I mean, I didn't watch it live either, but I was able to come back and check it out. And when I did check it out, it had its ups and its downs for me, you know. But for game wise, what I did see was I had a game like Tomb Raider. That's one of my favorite games. Like single player games, that's top tier for me. I love Tomb Raider. So when I played the first Tomb Raider and I seen the upgrade to the second Tomb Raider, and then the visuals they did, I was like, oh my God, this is almost looking realistic. I said, when the next Tomb Raider come out, it's going to be mind-blowing. So I seen the old trailers. I was like, I'm going to give it a pass right now. Then when I seen it again, I was like, my expectation kind of went down because it still looked like it's a beautiful game. Don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful game. But to me, it still looks on the same level as the last Tomb Raider as in visuals. But the stuff that they added to this game is going to be like times 10. Like, so I could tell that they put all the effort into the gameplay and the mechanics, which really would count. But when I play a game like that, I want to see the graphics. Because, you know, a game like that, I want to see the 4K. I want to see all its glory, because that's what pretty much I'm playing for, that and the little puzzles. But, you know, that was a good game. You know, they did a lot of stuff that, everybody already know about. But what did you expect? So when they was bringing about, the Battlefield 5, you know, they went to the depth. That was pretty cool. And it was a couple other games that I thought was cool. But one thing I did notice, a lot of people might not have seen this here, but if you notice, Major Nelson kind of was like in the background a little bit, like he wasn't the main person on stage, like, but everybody else, like what's his name, AC Bungalow, that girl that do that podcast, they be drinking beer, that was trying to get Phil to drink beer early that morning. The black dude, the one that's kind of buff, and it's like he trying to campaign to take the role of Major Nelson. So they was kind of going back and forth with each other.
Correct me on that,
huh?
I thought Infamous was going to correct me. I know Delilah would, so it's because they had to fight to keep him alive in Dead or in what, Left 4 Dead. I mean, not Left 4 Dead. What is State of Decay?
No, huh?
I'm not letting the man speak.
All right, damn.
Oh, but no, I was just saying that, hey, just think about it. That Major Nelson, he might be like how, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mooch because he did was saying that, you know, Major Nelson, he'd have ran his course, so he might be finna play the background and they trying to find a new replacement. So if you notice, they was kind of like going back at each other, you know what I'm saying? On some, they trying to compete against each other for that position. So that was, to me, that was kind of interesting on the cool, trying to see who hungry, them introducing studios. I didn't hear the Elite 2.0. That's what I really was looking to hear because I told my Elite controller to fuck up. Man, my girl, her little nieces came over there, they grabbed the controller, and I said, look, see this controller right here? Do not touch it. No more, don't touch it. Man, I go in the back room, I come back, one of the kids threw the controller to the other one, and the other one said, oh, I ain't touching it, and let it hit the ground. And ever since then, the controller ain't been the same. So I've been waiting to get a new Elite, so I've been kind of like stepping back before I go buy the same Elite. I'm trying to see if they come out with another one, and they ain't do nothing. And no bundle. So I was like, well, I said it had its ups and it had its downs, but overall, it was a pretty decent show.
All right. What about you, 108? What was your thoughts about Gamescom? What was your favorite thing?
Okay.
And worst thing?
I'm gonna tell y'all why Gamescom don't mean jack to me. After E3, everybody done shot they load. Gamescom is Europe's E3. There's really no real big news ever to come out of Gamescom. I mean, it was average. People wanted, you know, Xbox.
I wouldn't say ever.
Okay, what was a big game announced at Gamescom?
2016 Tomb Raider, and everybody thought it was exclusive to Xbox.
That's a big announcement, Tomb Raider?
Hell yeah, Tomb Raider's a big announcement. What's wrong with you?
I mean, no, it's a big game. What I'm saying, I mean, you expect a sequel in the series. I don't think that's a big announcement. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
What are you?
Hold on.
We got to back up. We got to back up here. We got to back up. 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 Okay. All right. Okay. First off, where I disagree with you, you're entitled to your opinion, but where I disagree with you 100% is that's where a lot of these fanboys put their barometer on Gamescom because of Xbox's 2016 reveal, because it was like a huge conference and they were showing new games, plus when they brought up the fact about Tomb Raider, and then Phil Spencer came out and said it's only on Xbox, and all hell broke loose. That right there was major. And not only that, the fact that it was major is the fact that Tomb Raider reinvented itself with its previous game, the reboot of the first Tomb Raider, which got everybody hyped up for this second Tomb Raider. So I just had to disagree with you on that, but you can go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, okay, maybe that's one game exception, but on the general, there's really no announcements there. I just, it's Europe. It's just like, Tokyo Game Show. You see a lot of big announcements from Japanese companies, right? I mean, anybody look at Gamescom this year? What was a real? I mean, we all had huge anticipation. Major Nelson said, "Oh, we got something in store. We didn't hope. We held back at E3." Okay, now that they said all that, and we watched Gamescom, right? What did we get out of that? Thank you.
Crackdown.
Thank you.
No Crackdown. No Elite controller.
We didn't get nothing. The hype that they brought into it. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Because after they was like, "Oh, we got something in store for you," so I was like, "Oh, okay, they got some surprises." No, they got some surprises for Europe. They was talking about stuff in Forza 4, Horizon 4 that they didn't really talk at E3, but we all Forza 4'd out. All we doing is waiting for a release. What else? This is what I'm saying. I mean, it was average. It was average. I'm not discrediting them.
Well, I mean, they just showed a lot of different games too. A lot of indie, smaller titles. There was expansions to Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you mean expansion, right? But we knew about that already in the United States. It was nothing. I don't like Gamescom. I don't. Like I said, it's for Europe. Everything they showed, we didn't see not a surprise of a game there. There was nothing astonishing, nothing to get me out my seat. Nothing.
There was something that wait a minute. There was something that I liked it in that Xbox game conference.
What?
It's this game called Hunt. It's going to be on the game preview
Right.
program.
Showdown.
Talking about
Showdown.
Yeah.
Crisis.
Yep. I beta tested that. Okay.
Okay.
That game is fire.
It's all right. It's cool.
Bounty
I
hunters
tested on PC.
killing monsters for gold. You get to
He's here.
Wait.
What? I thought you was working.
It's the people's champion.
Oh
Back in the
shit.
house.
Okay. Again with this.
Hey, share this. Everybody share 100 is here now. Go ahead and share it because 100 might be saying some wild shit tonight. Listen.
I ain't saying nothing. I'm too tired of saying some wild.
Don't take
I'm
away.
gonna go
I'm not
back.
taking away from Gamescom. What I'm saying is,
Go ahead.
I was on the edge of my seat waiting for them to drop some type of information with all these tweets Major Nelson was putting out. Only person that really didn't say nothing too much was Phil and Aaron Greenberg. But Phil's Major Nelson was tweeting like they had something to show. So while I'm watching their show to see what they're gonna show, and it was really nothing.
What?
Absolutely. Come on, man.
I disagree, but I mean,
wait. It's my turn.
Yes, ma'am, it is. Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay. Yes, if we talking about big AAA, big budget title games, no, they ain't put out no new information. I'll give you that. Okay. But there is. I enjoyed Hunt.
Hey, Lemon, turn it down because it's getting feedback off of Lady, please.
I enjoy Hunt. I'm glad that's in the game preview program. I've looked at the interview I don't know the dudes' names, but they were really passionate about us giving them feedback on this game before it gets a full release. There's also a game called Dark Pictures.
Pictures, yeah. The anthology.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Bloody Knuckles. It's giving me scary Until Dawn vibes, and I really enjoy playing Until Dawn. So I'm interested in that as well.
And it's all coming from Supermassive, isn't it?
I believe so.
The same devs, yeah.
I can't confirm, but I'm looking based on what I saw.
Yeah.
Based on what I saw. Now, Crackdown 3, where the shit at? Where the shit at?
Facts.
That's the biggest thing right there.
That's the biggest thing.
That would have been amazing because
let me finish. It's my turn to speak. Where's Crackdown 3? Y'all been hyping. Don't get me wrong. I know people want Crackdown 3, but I'm sorry. As much as I love Xbox, y'all been BSing with this game for a while, and I'm lost hype already. You know what I mean? I'm not even like I was fishing. I was fishing to see what Crackdown be about. Now I'm not even scoping it out. Y'all supposed to no gameplay, no talks, no interviews, no Terry Crews, nothing. So excuse me. What you telling me is that something ain't popping, something's not right, something in their network is not making these people promote this game like they should. You know what I mean? And you have people invest money in this game. So it's still got a release date, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is the time that you're supposed to put your best foot forward when you promote a game.
But this is
but lady, can I ask you one question? I ask you one question. Hang on. No, I was going to say one question. I'll shut up. This is y'all shit. Have we saw anything from NBA 2K? They're not even on the show floor at E3. Hang on, we're talking about a game. We're talking about a game.
No,
Crackdown, everybody knows what Crackdown's going to be.
You're using a game that everyone knows is going to come out because it's on a yearly annual cycle. This is a game that has been ongoing for production for almost 5 years and has been in and out of when it's going to be released. NBA 2K is coming.
But hang on, nobody. What somebody played with the possum? Nobody wasn't bitching and complaining.
NBA, or you just
nobody in the bitching complain about when you played the possum game. when you was with that boy with the possum, and that shit was in development for 10 years. Come on.
Talking about The Last Guardian.
The Last Guardian. Y'all played the possum game. Well, people went, hang on. That was 10 years. That was a PS3 game, and I didn't hear the community, the game. I'm talking about gaming community. I ain't talking about the fanboy shit. I didn't see the game. I didn't see the game. I didn't see the game community up and all.
Below has been in production since this generation started, and nobody's talking about it.
Well, Below was at E3.
And, we saw it in the corner. In the corner, remember I pointed it out.
I mean, it was right there by Ashen, but you know what I'm saying. But more people. But see, there was the thing. Nobody didn't know what it was because they didn't have no sign toward it, or you know what I'm saying. But people gravitated more to Ashen, and then when I found out that it was Below, they was like, I thought it was Ashen because it was right next to Ashen, and it looked dope when I seen it. I should have tried to play it, but I didn't play
that though. That's what I'm saying.
Fallout. Let me finish what I had to say before 100 interrupted me.
Yeah, go back. Go.
About a multiplayer game when I'm talking about an Xbox exclusive. Seriously. You. Fallout 76 day one buy because you know what? I love that shit. I can be able to play Fallout universe multiplayer style. I'm gonna fuck with it. I'm diving. Like what's up? And Battlefield 5. I gotta. It's my itch, my first person shooter itch, and I'm not fucking with Black Ops 4.
Battlefield newbie.
Yes, I am. I am a Battlefield newbie, and I'm enjoying it. And I'm gonna tell you one quick thing. When I first started playing Battlefield, I will always tweet the stream and be like, "Yo, I'm playing Battlefield," and they will actually tweet me back, and they'll actually like my clips, and they would tweet my screenshots and my videos and stuff. And that's a cool point as well, because you know they didn't really have to do that, but they did in the beginning. So shout out to them. So,
100. You got. I'm hearing her feedback.
Come on.
It's not me.
Yeah, it is.
Not me.
It is you. It is
you.
Look. Yeah. Okay. Talk, lady.
Okay. Like I was saying,
it was you. Okay. Keep going.
I'm new to the Battlefield world, and I don't mind investing money on a game that I'm new to versus a game that I'm tired of. So,
all right, cool.
Hey, I got a quick question for y'all. Hey, y'all think that Crackdown 3 gonna get a custom bundle?
Better shit.
I think it would be cool. I honestly think so.
Because you know all they IPs get custom bundles, Gears of War.
Oh, you know what I would love? What would be cool is if they did a custom controller, honestly, and then like all the face buttons were like the different colored orbs.
100. Please mute your mic until you talk.
Right.
Thank you.
I think he listens to the show in the background.
Yeah, he listens to the show in the background, and it's giving that feedback. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the whole custom bundle because you know you got to think about it. They not talking about this game, but it's supposed to be this big AAA. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a something that set a tone, just the whole 100% destructible capabilities of this game. So they got to have something to push it out there even more. Put a custom console out there. Is they gonna drop the game in February because it's a lost cause, and hopefully they just do something in Game Pass, or they gonna delay it again and hear more backlash, or is this game gonna come out swinging?
It's coming out February. Crackdown is coming out February 22nd, 2019,
and it's coming out like right when everything's dropping in March. And honestly, it's in a bad spot to be. Just my opinion, the current time frame for Crackdown, it's gonna be completely neutered because of where it's dropping in with the. If it dropped a little more and at the front,
unless they want
unless they moved it, I honestly think that it coming out at the tail end of February, going into March, there's a lot of bigger open world games and adventure games that that have more promise in March compared to if they went to the beginning of February alongside like Kingdom Hearts 3 or anything. Honestly, I think that would be a better time for it.
Well, the thing of it is you got to look at it like this, and I think you guys forgot about the new Xbox. Well, the Xbox show, that's the event that they're going to have. Nobody is, you know what I'm saying, none of you guys has brought that up yet, and that it's coming. That is already it hasn't been so-called confirmed quotations, but
that's what I was going to ask. I don't know if that's confirmed yet.
No. It's not confirmed, but it's there. Like you know what I'm saying. I will I'll eat crow if I'm wrong. It's coming. I mean that
You are
no. What was I saying? Well, no. It's been talked about even with started at E3. So because they were going to start having their own show, and that's where they were most likely will probably show Crackdown. That would be a better event to show Crackdown, in my opinion, since they went light and they didn't have a stage presence at Capcom like they did in 2016. So you know what I'm saying. So, but if they don't show Crackdown, then yes, then there is a serious problem. I do agree, but you know what I'm saying. But you got this from all indication from not only from Microsoft but from the developers themselves. They're like, this game is not going to get delayed anymore. It's coming out, and from my understanding, from hearing from a couple of devs themselves saying that the game is already ready. It's ready to go. The game could have came out this year. They just doing some polish, and then they wanted to move it up to make sure that everything with the multiplayer was going to be 100%.
Delilah mentioned it's coming out on the same day as Anthem, Metro, and Days Gone. So it's going to completely get like overlooked by the biggest game.
What they show on that show though. If they show the goods, because everybody knows what Xbox. I mean, everybody from Xbox, PlayStation, everywhere.
But what I'm trying to say is that it's going to sell for those who are looking forward to it. But the time frame right there, alongside those big names, as well as what's coming out in the beginning of March with like Devil May Cry and then Division shortly out right after, that game is not going to do what it potentially could do.
But
if it
went at the beginning on that.
Hang on. If it came out in the beginning of February, away from the games that have similar gameplay, along the biggest games that are Resident Evil 2 and Kingdom Hearts, which fill completely different genres, that game could do potentially better than where it is currently. That's just my stance on the game. If they put it out just a little bit earlier, I still want it to come out, but where it is right now, it's in a time frame where it's going to get completely gouged out and overlooked.
All right, Bloody, can I ask you a question? You're a smart individual, right? You read user agreements and shit.
Your camera's on if you didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm tired as hell too. Let me ask you this question. What if they set that date before all them other games set that date? And then they decided to jump on it. It's not their fault.
No, that's completely true. Most
it's not
companies
their
have
fault.
those release dates set in contract. But this is also a first-party game, so they have more control over when it launches.
And it is their fault because the game has been delayed.
Exactly.
I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way. I said this. I talked to one of my co-workers earlier. I'd rather the game be delayed and be polished.
No,
then the game get rushed out.
No, hold on. That ain't what he's saying. He's talking about the release date. But what I don't understand is how you automatically assume that game is supposed to be overlooked, and that game got history.
But I put this way.
Don't have
sound right.
But you got to understand this too. You got to understand. I tell people this too. To understand this too is that you got Devil May Cry fans. Yeah, they're gonna probably go die. I like Devil May Cry. I'm gonna buy that day one. I may don't get 10. I'm gonna buy it. It look great. It's a bunch of games that's coming out in March. How many times we was at E3 and we said, damn, March going to break the shit out of us. It's going to break the bank.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we said it right then and there.
But ain't never been this.
And Mega, you're right. How many times? They say, how many times they said Xbox don't have no games in the beginning of the year. They always push them back towards the holiday and all that other stuff. Now they do it. Now y'all people want to ridicule. Now
I'm just saying that
I'm not saying you. I'm saying I ain't saying you. I'm just saying in the gaming streets they're getting ridiculed. Oh, that game is not going to sell. Crackdown has a little cult following.
It does have a cult following, and that's what I'm saying is that it's definitely going to sell to those that it interests. But I'm saying that outside of the extra that it's going to pull from like Game Pass, that it's not going to get the full potential just because of the time for no, I'm saying it's not going to get the full potential and noticement that it could have because of the time frame it's currently in. I'm just saying that they need to push it.
They all coming out at the same time. People got to make decisions financially.
Well, we know Anthem is going to sell like hotcakes.
Right.
Yes, and Metro Exodus is going to sell like hotcakes.
You know what? Now, hold on. Now, that I don't know.
Stop it.
Well, no. Okay, look. I won't go. Series. I will say this. Metro has gotten a core base, but Metro
sold 7 million. K-Mega 2 games.
I know, but the fact of it is,
but that's a multi-plat, and it's a multi-plat thing.
I know that, but this is the thing that made me nervous about Metro, and I was hoping that Metro would be a part of Game Pass, because it's so many games that's slated to come out at that time that game could be looked at as secondary or even overlooked. Doesn't matter how pretty it is, because if other people haven't played 1 and 2, then they're gonna be like, well, shit, I ain't played the third one, so I can wait until that game goes on sale at the end of the year, and then that's gonna hurt them. That's what makes me a little bit nervous about that game.
I ain't never agreed with Mega 100%. This is the first time he's talking sense. What you drinking on tonight?
Oh man,
he got that birthday drink.
I'm just tired.
Birthdays tomorrow, everybody.
Megan did it wrong. He had told everybody his birthday. Trust me, his Twitter gonna blow up tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna have all types of haters, but hey, man, yeah.
But you hear what I said, Mega?
Tomorrow.
You hear what I said?
What did you say?
Multi-plats and remastered, they only got 7 million games sold. This dude is discrediting Crackdown.
No. But hold on. No, I don't. But no,
I never discredited it.
It's not discrediting. And Knuckles is right. Look, there's more buzz right now for Metro than there is for Crackdown. Not lady, but HD in the chat said it perfectly. It hasn't been hype for Crackdown. It's been hate, and it's going to continue to be hate until Microsoft shows that multiplayer. When they show that multiplayer, it don't give a fuck what a hater or a troll will do. If that multiplayer is up to task of what they showed us at that E3 4 years ago, then all bets are off. Because what you do is
all right, Mega. What about
everything else?
Hold on. Okay, Mega. Microsoft gets hate on everything. See It Thieves wasn't supposed to sell when it hit 4 million. That's Game Pass. Aaron Greenberg said we don't count Game Pass. State of Decay. Hate.
Yeah,
2 million 1 week. Yeah. 2 million 1 week. So all of their games.
Well, it was players for 3 million.
Yeah. But
that's not Game Pass.
Right.
Okay. So they always gonna get hate. So it don't matter. Forza gets hate. Halo gets hate. Gears get hate. Because this is the generation of hate Microsoft anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't matter. All their games gonna get hate. That still ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That ain't stopped Microsoft yet.
Well,
that ain't stopped no sales.
But I do agree with Lady. I do agree with everybody out there that's in the chat. I see Bossy. He was saying facts on what Lady was saying. And look, I am totally agree. Look, I've said this on BGST, on Next, on even when I was on multiplayer. I said this. I said, look, I have been anticipating Crackdown for a very long time, but because of the delays and because of the lack of information, the hype has dwindled down. It's like, just give me the fucking game. I just want to see it. Let me know that it's coming. I know it's got a release date. They said they're not going to delay it anymore, but you got to hold it. Now, the one hope that I do have is because of the fact that they're going to have their own show like PSX, and that's when they're going to show it. And if they don't,
I got a question with that.
Something is wrong.
I got a question with that.
You got to promote the game to get people excited for it.
Yeah, but I got a question with that shit. This shit is crazy. Why Microsoft got to copy off of what Sony do? Microsoft don't do that. I'm gonna tell you, you're not gonna get a show. Guess what you guys gonna get? Guess what you're gonna get? You're gonna get a notice, a press notice. What's going on?
No, it's a show.
You want to probably get it. It ain't no show. They don't need no show.
It's a show. 100.
Microsoft don't. You know what you're gonna get? That Xbox, that monthly Xbox thing. You're gonna get that monthly Xbox thing,
it's a
and
show.
that's what you. No, they don't.
100.
Mega. No, hang on, Mega. I just want to get my last comment. I'm gonna be quiet.
I have never been wrong. I've never been wrong when I brought.
I'm gonna tell you. If it's a show, hang on. I'm just telling you. If it's a show, I'll buy you a game. That's all I was gonna say.
Shit. Well, I mean, okay. I'm waiting for Z to buy me a game.
Yeah, but I ain't Z.
All right.
I ain't never have I reneged on the bet.
No, you ain't reneged on no bet. All right.
That's all I'm saying. I don't believe it's gonna be a show that y'all think.
We gotta stop this. We gotta stop the nonsense. Everything Microsoft do gets hate, and then when the games come out and they sell, people just look stupid. Oh, it's Game Pass. That's what they hate. It's Game Pass.
Yeah, just like Gamescom.
To the goddamn troll.
Yeah.
Okay, so
just like Gamescom.
About Gamescom, so go ahead.
Yeah, just like Gamescom, right? Gamescom been Gamescom for the last 5 years. Thing about it is when Sony, all of a sudden it ain't important when Sony drops out and Nintendo drops out. Know what I'm saying? It ain't important. Remember Microsoft she's sitting there with them thick legs with shit and sitting aloft, this and everything with them thick ass legs and everything. It was a problem. They would just that. What they decided to do, we're going to do inside Xbox. They showed you what? They showed you games that you want to play, and you never saw. Devil May Cry for one. They showed you new stuff from State of Decay. They showed you games. But the people need to quit worrying about personalities. Well, this personality, I don't look at a show for no problem. I'm looking at for the content. This is video games. Like I said, this ain't Rachel Maddow. This ain't John Brokaw or whatever somebody. This is video games. How many video game people that watch does not have I watch the know because they got some kind of personality. People watch Angry Joe because he got some type of personality. Something.
Facts.
Everything about you got to have something. Oh, they got this person. People complain on Microsoft about every damn thing. Where's Sony at Gamescom? At least Microsoft showed up. They're not showing up. They're not showing up at Paris Games Week that nobody watched. People just know about Sony's Game Week a couple of years ago. That coffee shop in Paris. Nobody know about no Paris Game Show. Now, Phil came out and said, hey, I want to be at Tokyo Game Show. He said that at E3. So he's sitting there.
We talked about this earlier. Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't hear you because I was in there.
Okay, Mega, that validates.
Yeah. So people got to have your expectations.
E3? No, because Gamescom is not that big, man. I'm telling you.
XCOM. It is big. Hang on. It's big. No, it's big because that's their E3.
Right.
It is big. And Microsoft is Microsoft is saying, hey, you know what? We're going to give you the same treatment that we give to the Westerners. We're going to give you access to go to do this and this and that. But when Microsoft come in, Sony ain't show no exclusive content from no games that we never saw. People saw, like I say, I keep on saying Devil May Cry. I said, oh, I wasn't even really into Devil May Cry like that. I saw this and this, and I saw you playing Dante and you're playing the other guy. I don't even know the whole story. I ain't beat 4 yet. But it made me get into it because I ain't never played Devil May Cry 1, 2, or 3. And it had me in there. But I'm out.
Man, get in the mic because you know you need Jello.
You know where the hype from though? You know, Gamescom is more for people that go there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for us to watch, it's for the people that go there.
If your ass took off work, that's a you problem. I ain't take off work.
Yeah, I just watched it later on. That's all you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I watched it while I was working.
The time.
And the thing about it is, it's overseas. This shit ain't local time. Not for me. It's 7:30 in the morning for me. And I still caught what I can catch. And I said, I catch what I can catch when I go to lunch and I go do this and do that. But I had my expectations. And then I hear this argument with Phil, what Major Nelson was throwing out and this and that. They were trying to go out there. Think about it. They look at their bundles. They bundles at least come with Xbox Live for 1 month and Xbox Game Pass for 1 month. And the game.
And they had some over
for the same price. For the same price.
I just got attacked because I said it wasn't as big as E3, and you got 2 major companies just pulling out. Just saying, man.
No, it's not. Think about it. It's not for it's not for us. It's not for the Westerners, and that's when people get up. They think it. It's for Europe. It's a European. It's for the European. It's nothing wrong. Let them have their fun too.
Tokyo Game Show.
What you think Tokyo Game Show is for? You know what? Guess what announcements you're gonna get? You're gonna get all your announcements. Going to be what for probably Japanese game. Microsoft say, hey, this game is coming to the Xbox and stuff like that. They're trying to get into the mix. Phil, Matt B, I can't call him the other way. I'm calling him Matt B. They doing their thing, and people need to get on board and just shut the hell up.
All right. Okay. What? Anybody else want to touch on this?
I thought it was all right. I mean, we all know that GamesCom is a recap. And it's pretty much, E3 is far, bro. That shit is far. Especially if you live in the UK or in Germany or wherever the fuck, shit's far, man. So, just for me living in Jersey to get to Cali, that's only like five racks. But for somebody to go from the UK to Cali, that's far, man. So I mean, it makes sense. They allow these people to basically play the games. That's what it really comes down to. It's more of the games that
Gamescom been open to the community for years.
Yeah, but it's all about the access of those games that were at E3. Now they can get access to them in the UK, and they can give their perspective on the games. Is you can listen to other people talk about them, but until you get it in your hand, you don't know. So then you get a different perspective on it, and then sometimes your impressions of a game the first time around aren't necessarily what they are the second time. Sometimes you like the game more, sometimes you like it less. It really depends. But Gamescom is cool. Inside Xbox is inside Xbox. It's like I read this. I think it was Tick Podcast. They said basically it's a digital magazine.
Right.
That's all it is. Like if you're looking for some exclusive, unreleased, like you don't look for magazines to really announce games that you never heard of before. They just go into detail about stuff that you already knew that were coming, but you just didn't know these little detailed things about it. What I would say is if they're gonna go that route, and I don't even mind the whole magazine type thing, right? They should add more into inside Xbox, then add fan art and shit like that.
See, that's the thing about with the inside Xbox. I mean, and then we're going to go to the next topic because we have been on this way longer than I thought, but because we went left getting onto the Crackdown debate. But I hear that echo.
It ain't from me.
No.
Watch.
Somebody got something playing in their background.
Yeah, that's somebody got playing in the background. But anyway, the thing of it is that when people go after inside Xbox, what they don't realize is that there were over 6 million people that watched the Gamescom inside Xbox. It's supposed to be dead. Also, there was, like I said, there was another great point that was addressed, that was brought up. Avers, my man, he sit there and he brought it up, saying just over a year ago, and I know I was one of them as well, was over here one of the people that was bitching and complaining is like Xbox needs to be more transparent. They need to let us know what at least that they're doing with some of the games that they have out, what the games that they do have. Let's know some more information. What is Xbox doing? You know what I'm saying? They need to show more support of the brand. They bring Inside Xbox, have 8 episodes so far, and people are now saying, oh, I don't want it no more. Oh, I want less time. I don't want this. Make up your damn mind.
True indeed.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the thing that, what'd you say?
It doesn't make any sense for anybody to say, I don't want Inside Xbox, because they don't have to watch it.
There's people that still say it though. That's the thing that gets me out. Though.
That's like if I offer you a shit sandwich, I'll be like, K-Maker, you want this shit sandwich? And you're like, man, I hate eating shit sandwiches. K-Maker, you ain't got to eat it. It's just an offer. Nah, yeah, but I'm gonna just chew it anyway, though.
But it's still the thing. It's still the fact that you have people at one point that was complaining so hard and so desperate about, we need this type of content. Like I said, I was one of those people that did. And once I first heard that they were doing, I said, this is exactly what they want. That's why I've supported it. And every show hasn't been the best, I think the third show, it was the second or the third show that was probably the best. But this at Gamescom was cool for what I seen. There really wasn't anything wrong with it. It wasn't overly cheesy. It was okay.
Yeah.
So,
but it's new. So
yeah.
I mean,
there was nothing wrong with it. There was nothing wrong with it. But they didn't bring no heat. You know what I'm saying? People was expecting.
Hold on. They told you this is the same. This is the same thing about with the whole Killer Instinct thing that they had. When I was posting it out and saying, look, Killer Instinct is going to have like a stream talking about what's going on with the game, Killer Instinct. Right. And they said it in the article. They said it everywhere. Don't get your hopes up high. We're just here to talk about Killer Instinct. And what happened? People ran with it. People still ran with it. Yep. Oh, it was dog shit, man. The only thing we heard was about a patch. They said the same thing about Gamescom. Don't expect Gamescom to be with some crazy announcements because we're not going to do that yet. The reason why they're
Agent Nelson did some BS and said they had stuff in store.
But they did. They showed new content from Sea of Thieves. They showed new content from State of Decay. They did show new stuff. They showed that there was new stuff coming from Cuphead. There was new indies that were coming out. Huntsman, that's a dope game.
Well, this is
Redeemer. Now I don't know. Look, you can sit there and talk. Okay, yeah. You guys say something foul about it.
That game is dope.
I was going to say, you got to do
this. Is dope. This is what I'll say about
Redeemer console.
Hell yeah, I'm going to buy that game again.
That game is fire.
That game nobody knows about
that game.
Fire.
Well, all right. So this is what I say about this. In 2015, Microsoft had the big E3 with the reveal of Scalebound and was it Crackdown and all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But at E3, they told you to look out for those games at Gamescom. They specifically said it at E3. They will have something more to show at Gamescom. They have never done that again since then. They have never said, oh, look out for this new thing at Gamescom for the last other E3. So that's why I don't understand why people are looking for Gamescom. If they say it, then all right. But they're not saying it, especially not on the stage of E3 where they did it in 2015. So right. I mean, I think that people are just thirsty.
I mean, we had people in the comments and they was like, where's the new controller? Microsoft didn't say they had a new controller to show.
That's just been talked about
and
rumored.
Said that. It's like every time something happened, they look at Microsoft. Oh, they said they was going to do this. Microsoft didn't say anything. You had a lot of these YouTubers. You see a lot of this media. Oh, we found evidence of controller 2.0. Microsoft didn't say nothing about no damn Elite controller 2.0. But you hear somebody say it, it's like when you start hearing rumors, everybody start running with it, everybody start talking about it, everybody making big headlines. So when you sit down and watch the show, you think it's some validation on what these people are saying, and they just giving their opinion, but they trying to make it fact. They didn't say nothing about a controller.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time,
they talked about some controllers. They did show controllers.
No. They didn't say anything about Elite 2.0. That was the people.
All right, let's
with shades or some shit.
All right, let's move on to the next topic. All right, we're going way too long on the Gamescom situation. Which PlayStation game will be the game of the year or your favorite this year? Now, I know Spider-Man isn't out yet. We definitely know about the hype about that. But God of War got a lot of praise. Definitely going to be a game of the year contender. Detroit. I think it's a fantastic game. I think it's going to be a fantastic game. I don't know what else is going to be coming out really too much. I mean, that would really gravitate because I know that I was really hyped for EX Layer. I got EX Layer, but that's not going to be on the list. So I guess we're just going to talk about those three. What do you guys think that's? Oh, I should just say for you personally, which game for you is the one that's going to be your best PlayStation game for 2018? I'll go to you, Chuck.
All right, with me, I'm a big Spider-Man fan. I love Spider-Man. But one thing about all Spider-Man games, they feel repetitive real soon and they get burnt out. If they could find a way to keep the game from feeling repetitive, then I think that could be the game of the year. But I ain't played it yet, but I know everybody's saying right now it's God of War. So I'm a bet man. I do put a little money here and there. You know how I do on the side with a little smile. If I put my money on something, it'll be that God of War.
All right, cool.
What about you,
Me?
lady? Yeah.
Detroit Become Human.
Woo! Okay, why?
Day one buy. The story was amazing. It was my first game. What David Cage did that shit. It was. It ain't the perfect game because they had some real like cliche elements in the game, but the story was great. The soundtrack was popping. I think Game of the Year contender. Yeah, that's me.
What about you, Knuckles?
For me, seeing as I haven't played any of them, I have no real opinion. But from what I've heard about Detroit Story, I think that one might be a strong case.
Okay. What about you, 108? Dragon?
He got captured. Alex got him.
Oh no!
That weak ass bladder. What about you, Water?
I mean, I don't have it, but I think probably I think God of War probably would be what people like the most. You know what I think? I think people kind of had medium level expectations for God of War just because they changed the format. So the fact that it turned out really good, they were over the moon ecstatic about how it is. I think that because Spider-Man's so hyped, it's going to leave a little, some people deflated on it because it's not going to be able to match the level of hype that it's getting. But I think Detroit is probably like, I think it's going to always sit in the middle. I think either God of War is going to be your favorite game, Detroit's going to be your number 2, and then it's going to be Spider-Man or switch between Spider-Man, God of War, and with Detroit in the middle. Because I think it's all Detroit because of its story has a lot of people that have played it, saying that, man, it's a really good game. So,
all right, what about you, 100?
Game of the year for me?
Yeah. Well, for PlayStation, yeah.
Game of PlayStation.
Horizon Zero Dawn, because I.
All right, that's last year, bro.
Come on, bro.
That's last year.
Come on,
yeah,
that's how you know I don't play
game on PlayStation.
Come on, man.
Looney Coney.
My nigga.
Also last year, bro.
Which one?
Spider-Man
without do God of War.
If you say Persona, that was last year, so don't even say it.
No, I ain't gonna say Persona. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to go. I'm trying to hit that.
Looney Coney came out this year. Looney Coney.
Yeah, Looney Coney. Yeah, Looney Coney.
It's dope.
Looney Coney.
Wait, was it February that game launched?
Came out February.
Yep, so I'm going with Looney Coney.
Looney Coney.
I gotta go with the, with the sidewalk.
The underdog.
Well, if you don't say Looney Coney, you gotta say it like me. Looney Coney.
Looney Coney.
Yeah.
This motherfucker over here is drunk.
I'm not even drunk. Trust me, I'm sober. I'm watching the Raider game. That's one thing I ain't talking.
When you say you're not drunk, that's when you're drunk.
No, I'm not drunk. Trust me, I'm not drunk.
I can tell. I can tell when he's lit.
He was watching Porter Rock earlier today. He was like, "That dude's saucy. I gotta get just as saucy as him."
Yeah. So okay, so Looney Coney is your.
Yeah, I say Looney Coney.
You back from draining that weak ass bladder of yours?
Yeah.
What's the PlayStation game for you this year?
God of War.
All right.
And I'm gonna tell you, man. The reason is for me, man, because I was very suspect about the direction they was going.
Very suspect.
And I'm a huge God of War fan. So I always want my series to stay on top. And even though K Mega said, "Lemon, you got to play that Detroit," more people's gonna play God of War because it has a history, has a huge following, and after Ascension, they damn sure had to make a bounce back, and they made a huge recovery.
Like that's what I was saying. I think a lot of people fell in love with God of War because I don't think the hype levels were as crazy as what they're doing with Spider-Man. I think there was a lot more question marks because the Spider-Man games have never been
big.
No.
I mean, other than a handful of them, maybe like 2 or 3 of them.
They made about 5 of them, but I'm gonna say this. I'm talking
about the critically acclaimed. There's only been about 3 that were like critically acclaimed.
That's exactly the number. What I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say for everybody. I'm a Spider-Man retard. Like I said this before. He's tied for my second best favorite Marvel character. Him and Wolverine. Hulk is number 1. But I'm gonna tell y'all this. I played it. You know what's good about the Spider-Man? It's not the gameplay, it's the cutscenes and the interaction. He has more personality. But when you swinging around the city, it's Spider-Man. It ain't nothing. It ain't. It's not doing something that we haven't played before in a Spider-Man game. It's just doing it on a better graphical level and a better story-based telling situation. This might be the most, you know what I'm saying, that they ever put into like the story, the cutscenes, and the interaction, and giving the character personality. But when you play the game, it plays like Spider-Man. The rest of them, the web swing, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like, you know, I'm excited for it.
And I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not. But it's okay. But hold on. I just got some breaking news. I don't have my Predator, but this wasn't Pred. Pred didn't bring this up. This was from somebody else that sit there and hit up Tim Dog, and they just got finished playing Spider-Man, and they said, hey, I think Spider-Man may have had a slight downgrade. I think it's still a cool game, and only about an hour into it, but still, I may be wrong. What?
I said, what are they playing it on? Are they on the pro or on the?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I mean, they just
he's talking about gameplay. He's talking about gameplay.
Live, bro. Come on.
Oh, you talking about gameplay? My fault. I thought you were talking about graphics.
Can I finish?
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about graphics. I'm sorry.
All right. So he was saying they were just talking about there seemed like a slight downgrade. I think it's cool. I think still it's a cool game, but only about an hour into it. But still, this is coming from a PlayStation person. Will not release the name because I do not want hate to go after this person. But see, this is the thing about what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people talk to a lot of people. It was the same thing about when I brought up about God of War at the beginning of the year, and where everybody and we all got to see gameplay of that game, and it made me even more stern on my thought of being more, because when I fought that dragon, I mean, I didn't fight it, but when I saw the dragon, I said, this isn't the God of War that I know and love. This shit looked like cheese. And when I fought that dragon, I thought the same fucking thing. This isn't the God of War that I loved until you killed it. That was the only part that I put, but everything else about the game was dope. So, you know what I'm saying? That just wasn't a good representation. Because I was like, I'm not dealing with this trash, Jack.
You're not the only one that said that, Mega. IGN did the same thing.
Yeah.
Boss.
Yeah, that Dragon Boss was trash. That was a bad representation.
Everybody said that.
Yeah, so yeah, I will not release I will not say the PlayStation person's name, but the fact of it that they're saying it's a slight downgrade, and it really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? The fact of it is that if you're going to enjoy it, you're going to enjoy it. This is just the thing to me, is that the hype is so overwhelming right now that even if that game does have a downgrade, and even if this game doesn't live up to the expectation, it still will live up to the expectation, because the fanboys won't allow it to be anything less, and the media damn sure won't allow it to be anything less.
But the only reason they're hyping this game because it's an exclusive. If it was a multi-plat, they wouldn't be doing that.
You're absolutely right. If this was a multi-plat, it would be nowhere.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Nowhere near it. Nowhere, because you know what? You know what the fucked up thing about it would be? Because the X version would be better.
Oh,
and they would be like, and we would be clowning, talking about, hey, I'm gonna be playing Spider-Man on the X at 4K 30. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Or maybe 1080p 60 to Pro. Gonna be asking for a little bit more. Send that shit to Hades. I'm just saying. So the fact of it is that look, it is because it's a multi-plat. I mean, it's an exclusive, and the fact that
that's what it is,
and that's exactly what it is. And I'm not mad for PlayStation fans because you know what? I can buy it too.
Facts.
So, not that big of a deal.
Boxing that collector's edition day one.
Okay. Boss Move said everybody claiming downgrades. People saying Forza 4 was downgraded. No Spider-Man.
Forza 4 ain't downgraded. Stop it.
That ain't make any sense.
Nobody said that.
But I just think that put this way. I think that was an emotional tweet because a post because he went so fast with it. He didn't even make no sense with it. Boss Moves. Listen, bro.
The box, yeah.
You got to understand when there's people that we talk about amongst each other. The thing of it is that we talk amongst PlayStation guys, Nintendo guys. We all there's a lot of people that plays personas to try to act like something that they're really not. And mostly a lot of people is cool. You know what I'm saying? People will just talk and interact with one another. So if this PlayStation dude actually said this, then that would say, and he said, I could be wrong. I'm only an hour into it. So maybe when the next tweet come, if we're still on the show and I see it, then the person that will come in the DMs, I'll sit there and I'll say, hey, he said no, this game is legit. If he says it's dog shit, I'm going to let you know, but I'm just not going to release the name. Okay. That's just what it is.
It's still his opinion too.
Yeah, and it's still his opinion.
They didn't take that.
Hey, what's that? What's that in the background?
Whose background is doing that all show?
Hey, 100. Come on, bro.
Oh,
what are you doing? Man. Anyway, so let's get on to the next topic, man. Oh, for me, Detroit. I'm going to go to the next topic, but yeah, let me just say this: Detroit for me is PlayStation's game of the year. God of War is an excellent game. I love God of War. I've always wanted God of War to overtake everything from PlayStation on the PlayStation to be the number one. And I think the God of War is finally done that. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of getting tired of Uncharted getting all this love. Even though, look, I've played Uncharted. I played all of them, but I haven't beat all of them. Let me just say that. I've beaten 2. And I almost got done with 1. I never beat 1, I don't think. But I did beat 2. 2 was really good. 3 was boring to me. I was excited about the multiplayer because now I think that was gonna, and it didn't work out. So I was like, okay, all right. So I didn't really get into that too much. So I got the Nathan Drake collection. I'm gonna go through that. I'm probably gonna stream that so I could just go through it and play it, let you guys see me play it. But 4, I like 4. It's beautiful, but then again, it just didn't gravitate to me. I don't know. It hasn't gravitated to me as far as I got in the game. So maybe it will. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, the people gonna say that I hate PlayStation games, but I don't. But Detroit, absolutely stunning game in graphically and also story wise. That is one of the most compelling story games of this generation to me. Quantic Dream did a fantastic job with that game, man.
And PlayStation people don't really like that game. They didn't even buy it, really.
No, they didn't.
And you know what, Mega, it's a good thing that you brought that up, is that Quantic Dream was probably one of the earliest explorers and really pushing that genre when they started this way back in the day with Fahrenheit or Indigo Prophecy.
Yeah, Fahrenheit.
Indigo Prophecy, Fahrenheit, whatever you know it as, way back during the OG Xbox days and all that. And then that kind of had a cult following before they did what they did on the PS3 with Heavy Rain. And after Heavy Rain, it blew up. And then you had that like episodic or storytelling genre with what was it? Telltale did with The Walking Dead right after. And those two companies really pushed this genre of games forward. And, you know, Quantic Dream, what they do with each one has always been fantastic. I think the weakest one out of the ones that they've done was Beyond Two Souls, but that's just
a good story. It's
still a phenomenal story. I watched it multiple times, but I still think that out of all of the games, that it was the weakest one between, you know, Indigo Prophecy, Beyond Two Souls, what they did with Detroit, and then with Heavy Rain. But the fact is, it still didn't get the kind of attention that it deserved. But I think that these games don't always. But I do agree
Those are
that
niche battles. Those are
they
niche
are. They are. They're.
Mhm.
Well,
I'm a Telltale player, but I'm gonna tell you this:
I think that
Detroit,
you're right.
Detroit
That you,
decisions are more important than any Telltale game I've ever played in my life.
yes, but I'll also say this is that these games are the biggest draws because they are niche for people to actually play, but they are the ones that get the biggest amount of attention for streamers because they love to watch people play these games.
Stories.
Or yeah, they love to watch the stories, or they like to be very interactive and have multiple people doing it all together and see how it all plays out.
Yeah, that's why I play the Telltale games, because I'm telling you, the Batman, I played the Batman two to three different times and beat it. And the decisions that I changed on purpose to see the difference of it was almost damn near the same thing each time. But the Detroit, the decisions are more detrimental to the story. It's definitely a better made game.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Hey,
let me
if
go
you
ahead.
guys, if you guys ever played the I think it's the Order, or not the Order, the Council. It plays like that, like how you say your decisions, it plays that, and a person would never trust you if you lie to them and they catch you on a lie or something like that. The game goes left. I mean, that person wants, so you got to figure out to find out that person's trust. I like games like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, no, like that's the reason why Detroit is my number one. I was really me and a very few other people that was really hyping Detroit. Everybody else was on God of War's nuts, and rightfully so after I played it. But Detroit was something that was special to me from a get. And then like when they showed it again at the end of that previous E3, and it looked totally downgraded. It looked solely weird. They showed the actors and like I'm like, what are they doing here? But man, after playing it and understanding a lot of it, wow, it is definitely and it's one of my favorite games of this generation. I mean, not generation, but of this whole year. Like with the Xbox, between Xbox and PlayStation. It's just a fantastic game.
I know that's one of the few games I'm definitely looking forward to getting for the PlayStation that I just got. Yeah.
You'll enjoy it. So, all right, man, let's go ahead. We gotta have to try to wrap this up here pretty quick. So, we're gonna go to number 3. Basically, Xbox is looking to make more. Is looking to acquire more studios that has 50 to 100 people, and they're willing to let them have their freedom and financially back them. So, with that being said, because that was in an article from Matt Booty. And also from Phil Spencer and from Aaron Greenberg, actually. They all three, when they was interviewed, they kind of had the same sentiment, but this was Matt Booty interview. And he was basically saying that this is what we were going to do. So my question is to the panel is, what small studio would you want Xbox to grab that's still available? And the people in the chat, let me know which small studio would you want Xbox to grab, because they're going to grab another one or maybe 2 or 3. I don't know, but they're still in the hunt to look for more people. So I'll go to you, lady. Did you give any thought to this?
I learned. To me, it's not about. I'm sorry.
Come on now.
Puff pass.
No, it's not. No. It's not that. It's not that. The studio that made Sunset Overdrive.
Insomniac, you ain't gonna never get them.
Insomniac's a AAA independent studio, or I guess AAA.
Well, excuse me, then no.
No, you're good.
I just want to see a sequel.
It would be nice to see them for sure.
Maybe I hope that a smaller company would probably pick that up or something, or
they could just negotiate. They could just negotiate with them, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because as much as I would love to see some games that are new and refreshing IPs, but that game just stuck with me, and it just shouldn't be just that game. It should be like one more in the pocket somewhere, So I just hope that comes in fruition.
Kind of like a certain amount of game deals, like a 3 game, like they'll do 3, either all for a series or like different games each one, kind of thing.
Yeah, something like that. Something. Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
I feel you.
All right. What about you, Knuckles? Since you jumped in,
I would like to see them personally. I want to see them buy MDHR. I want to see that studio grow, and I think that they're in the perfect place after they helped already fund with Cuphead. I think MDHR would be the perfect next studio to really help grow a little bit.
Yeah, but they also said that they weren't in the they didn't want to get bought out.
Yeah, like Insomniac.
Yeah,
but that's what he.
Well, they're smaller. They're way smaller than Insomniac, but they're now. Anything is possible. I mean, Microsoft got a big checkbook. I mean, hell, I think even if Insomniac will say that they don't want to, but I think they found a cash cow with Spider-Man, and so that's why they were like, "Nah, we're already working on this game right here." And Microsoft, you over slow playing with Sunset, so I think that's why they want to. Make games for both companies, but for the company that you brought up, yeah, that it's a possibility. It's a possibility, especially with Cuphead.
Oh, absolutely. And you got to think about with that, they already put so much money into that studio and helped them grow. I think from the three brothers who started it to, I think they said that when they finished it was like 20 of them because they were able to hire a decent little group.
Yeah, they started off with 3 people, now they got 20.
Yeah, so I think that if they were, it would help them be able to get a nice little bigger sized group of devs, but still have that AA independent feel, but having that Microsoft money to help back them even more compared to be able to push what they want to do a little bit more further.
Right. Okay. All right. What about you, Triple Cup Chuck? Any small development companies that you would think that Xbox should go after?
All right, me personally, what I would like to see, I know it's a long shot and it's a wish, but man, this would be a perfect fit if Xbox would acquire Telltale Games and get them to just start pumping out games like the Batman series and put them in Game Pass. So like every month you get like a different series. I mean, with Telltale's, I mean, it's basically about bringing out games, the storytelling games that just catch your attention for a little hour or so. And
episodic.
For like hour or two, you play it, you have a little good time, then you go ahead. Next week you might get something else. Next month, so they keep you in Game Pass. That's gonna keep you there because every month they steady dropping stuff like that. Because they got under with their Microsoft money, they can hire you up and build a team back up to where it's supposed to be at, and they could work on different projects at a time. They could bring stuff like Batman. They could bring stuff like even they could do a or a Family Guy type game. Just stuff like that where people watch it. Not how they did Game of Thrones, or Daredevil, anything. They could just keep pumping them out. A Master Chief game, boom, pump it out. No, don't do Master Chief. Do somebody else, Sergeant Locke, boom, pump him out there. That way people can get a more feel of his backstory. Just they could do stuff like that. That's who I would love to see. So if they get a company like Telltale's, that's a gold mine.
Okay. All right. What about you, Livewire?
I would say Focus Home Interactive.
Okay. And what games they made?
Vampire, Surge, Blood Bowl.
Okay. I got Surge.
Sticks.
Yeah, I haven't played Surge. Oh,
they also did. Sticks as well. Yeah.
Sticks. The Sherlock Holmes game, the Farm Simulator. That new game coming out called Insurgency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, they make a couple of different games. I would think they'd be a nice studio to get. Either them or what's the name of that studio that's making Ashen?
I can't think of their name, but yeah, Ashen.
They make a bunch of games.
Ashen's gonna be a hit, man.
Ashen,
Ashen's dope. Ashen is dope.
They made that other game, Getaway. Somebody else made that.
Aurora 44?
Yeah, Aurora. Wait, who? No, I don't think they made Getaway.
Aurora 44 is doing Ashen.
Yeah, they did Ashen. They did a couple other games too.
Another
game that they did. They did a game not too long ago. I'm trying to remember. One of those smaller indies, but pretty good. But they have a lot of games. Let me see if I look that shit up real quick.
I don't know what else that they could have made other than Ashen.
I think that's the only game that they've done.
I think that's the only game that they're done. Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. That's the only thing that they got.
What do you think of someone else?
Yeah, I think I have it mixed up with I'm trying to think. I think it's the guys that made Get Out. Not What's that game where you had the
the French guy that made Get Out for EA? Yeah, that's
but it wasn't EA that made it. EA published it.
Are you talking about Joseph Ferris and his studio?
I forget. Yeah, what's the name of that studio? It's like Adeline or something like that.
What was the name of it?
Or something with an A, I think.
Okay. All right. What about you, Lemon? When you come back and you find out, let us know what's the name of that studio.
Hazelight.
I'm gonna name a group that people keep yelling this Bluehole crap. Bluehole is really not good developers. They just made a good game. They can't keep up with it. But I'm gonna name somebody that nobody really talks about. That's in financial trouble, and they'll shell of them former selves. Crytek. Would Crytek would be considered? Right? Would Crytek still be considered as a? They done. AAA? Yeah, they're done. True. They financially in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft needs to scoop them up. They're proven developers. They have multiple amounts of people that's talented. They come up with their own generations of games. They like that Hunt game. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft needs to scoop them up. You don't even got to train them. They are ready they seasoned. All they need is that money. They don't got the money no more. So Microsoft that's a company I would pick up.
Yeah, Boss Blues brought up a really good one, and that's Moon Studios, who makes Ori. I mean, we know Ori is an Xbox exclusive, just like Cuphead, but yeah, I mean, you pick up Moon Studio. Look, because I'm gonna say I didn't get to play Ori, the new Ori. No, because I kept on going back to Battlefield, but my God, that game graphically is up there with huge AAA titles, man.
Oh yeah,
graphically it is on another level, Jack. It looks way better than the first one,
and the action was over the top.
Yes, yeah, yes. I was watching people play. Yeah, it looks crazy.
I can't wait for that to drop.
Oh man,
even though it's hard as hell, you're gonna throw your controllers.
I bet. Okay, well, 100. What kind of studio would you want for Xbox to acquire?
Y'all gonna laugh at me. I need 505 games. They make my favorite game.
They already got. I thought they already got acquired by THQ.
They ain't got acquired by nobody.
They didn't.
Okay. No, they're a publisher. That's all they do is publish now.
Oh, okay.
But I want to acquire them because they acquire good games. They acquired my poker game.
What's the game I told you about?
Yeah.
They also did Payday. They also did
Payday. You know what I'm saying? My man, what's my man?
Marlo
Briggs. Yeah,
that's right. I was telling people about that Marlo Briggs. I was like, Omega Marlo Briggs. Well, you better play Marlo Briggs. That game will change your life. That game is.
I think I have it downloaded. I think I played it for like 20 minutes, and I was like, "Oh, this is enjoyable." And then I ended up passing out because I was like tired when I played it.
No. Bloody, go pass out right now.
All right.
Do me a favor. Go pass out right now.
I can absolutely do that.
Go pass out right now. But no. Actually, I'll put it this way.
Messy.
We already want to know if what I believe what Microsoft gonna get.
Oh.
Who?
Anybody they want.
Oh shit!
Oh okay. Come on!
We ain't gonna do this.
Anybody they want. I put this way.
No, because I know you about to see. You got to keep going. We going to the next topic.
No, I ain't going to the no. I was just gonna say. Can I say my presence? I've been quiet.
Because you saying some wild shit.
I was just gonna say no. I'm just gonna say one thing.
What?
Anybody now? Lemon stole my Crytek shit.
Oh, call me a thief online.
You bum. But I think you know what is. Guess what I really want from Microsoft, right? You know how we got all these indies games, right? You can bring two indie developers together and blend them into as one and make a AAA. Because look at all the indies that we have.
They're not looking to get AAA. They already got their AAA.
They want AA studio.
Yeah, they want AA.
No, what I'm talking about, you can make them AA. Look at all the games that. Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on. Can I just say this one thing?
100. Okay.
It's a military shooter that I just saw today.
2 minutes.
You talking about Sandstorm?
Sandstorm. That shit looked good. I would buy them day one. That shit looked good. That shit looked good.
Already out on PC though. I got that.
I don't care.
I'm just saying.
It's on PC. I want it on Xbox.
No, it is coming to
It is coming to Xbox.
Yeah, but I want it where it ain't going on the competitive system. That's all I'm saying. Damn, I think I'm finna go left. I'm too tired to go left.
Well, no,
you always go left.
You always.
I can't go left. I can't go left tonight. I can't go left.
I said a
I'm
group
burnt.
that's okay. Look, I'm burnt too, and I still got to go back to work at 1 o'clock. So
I gotta go work at 8. So shit. Let's go.
This fool said 8 o'clock. Okay. Anyway,
You know,
Hey, 1 and 8 is a big difference.
there's a
Game
big
development.
difference. All right. Okay. Who cares? All right. Next. All right. Let's get to the big one. Are you in support of
Donald
Xbox
Trump.
All Access? See, come on.
I was talking now.
Dang.
Nobody got time for that shit, man. I'm trying
we
to
ain't
get
got-
these topics.
Yeah, man. We gotta get through them.
I'm
man.
about to get on Xbox Live in a minute.
Come on now.
I'm leaving shit.
Yeah, you tripping.
Ain't nobody watching your stuff.
Hey, where's the eject button there, Mega?
I'm playing.
We got to do
I
it.
ain't gonna
We
get
about to
cut
do
off.
it. We about to do it.
He said I ain't about to get shut off. I'm playing.
Yeah, I'm just playing. I'm playing.
All right. Okay, here we go.
Covered.
All right. This is what we're doing. Okay, first off, let me go through this real fast. Okay, anybody want to talk about NPDs?
No.
Hell no. Hang on. Did we have this talk? Hang on, Mega. Did we have this talk? It was supposed to be 5 cups. It's supposed to be 5 things.
Why do we do this with you? What? Just stop saying hang on. Just say no.
No.
Okay.
That's why you got to get your ass up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, shit.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
I'm quiet for the rest of the night. I just had to get that in.
All
I'm
right,
done for
anyway.
the rest of the night.
All right,
Don't
okay.
act, you don't give
Nobody
me no
wanna
shout
talk
out,
about
no
NPDs.
nothing.
Mega, you didn't have to
Congratulations
fight
to
him. You have to throw them hands next year.
No man! Oh, when I see him, I'm gonna just grab him, pull him close like I did this time. I'm gonna pick him up and hang him dangling by his motherfucking feet. Anyway,
Shit,
so
it's gonna be bloody. It ain't gonna be me.
shit, you're
Nah,
gonna be
man.
quiet like you was when you first see me. Like, oh shit, this big dude. I don't know what I need to do. Anyway, okay. Congratulations, Nintendo. You won the NPDs.
Yep,
All right,
all
we
love.
don't even want to talk about it. All right, let's get to it. Are you guys in support of All Access? Now
Yes.
it's rumored, right? It is rumored, it's not official, but it's been a lot of more smoke about Xbox about to unveil the Steam box and all Xbox All Access. So let me go to you, lady. Give me your thoughts on All Access. Why would you support it if you do? If you are supportive of it, and if you're not, give me that information. But
The pros and cons of it is like if it's a set price, rumored, and you have certain services plus hardware. I mean, but what I hear is you're gonna have to be locked down for a 2-year contract. Now, people are like really up in arms about it. Come on now. We got multiple items that that we put on layaway or we put on payment plan, and nobody's batting their eye about the iPhone X. Nobody batting their eye when they got that living room set or that new kitchen set or the patio set outside, and they have it installments. This is very good. For an average person who can't afford like the $399, $499 price tag, you can have that locked price, and for that consumer, you got to be like focused on that shit. Because if I'm spending like between $35 and $55 a month for these services plus the hardware, I gotta be like, okay, I gotta get on my P's and Q's and work for it to achieve that. It could be a good thing, and if it do, I think as far as online services has been concerned, and bundles and passes and stuff like that, Xbox is really doing a damn thing. They're trying to consolidate all their services into one price. If cable companies can do it, if telephone companies can do it, if internet companies can do it, why not a gaming company?
facts, I agree. Okay, 108. I'm going straight to you on this one. And there was what I'm saying, I'm not going to say no names. What I'm saying, we don't do that here. But there was an individual that brought up the fact that necessities cell phones and cars are being compared to Xbox, all, you know what I'm saying, all access. Do you find that to be you know what I'm saying, on that, do you find to be that correct? Like you know what I'm saying, people don't need to try to compare the two, or what? Are you even supporting it? Actually, I can't even talk right now.
Let me tell you, I support this. All right.
Because
first of all, everybody can't jump on these systems day one, spend this type of money. You're getting, supposedly rumored, a system, Game Pass, Xbox Live for like what, $35 a month?
Yes.
For 2 years? Okay. People are buying, like myself, over $1,000 cell phones from these cell phone companies, right? Not only are you paying that $30 to $40 a month for the phone, you're also paying your $100 to $15 cell phone bill on top of that. So if you can get gaming and enjoyability out of purchasing something at a low rate and keep your system, keep at the end of the paying, not lease, not like a rent center where you pay all this money and then they give you a buy-off price for Xbox One X $750. You know what I'm saying? This money goes towards the final system. The services is not included. You still got the, you still got your system. I think this brings families that cannot afford to jump out the window. It brings them in, because at the end of the day, everybody financing everything nowadays.
Yep.
Furniture, cars. They even got sneaker financing in New York. That's crazy. Sneakers. So I'm with this. If this brings more gamers to the gaming community, it makes it stronger. I'm with everybody getting this. And not only should Microsoft do it, Nintendo and PlayStation should also look into this if it becomes a fact, because people are gonna want to do it.
All right, cool. Now I'm going to read this right here, and it says Microsoft should be revealing a new service here pretty soon, coined Xbox All Access, in the coming months. The service would bundle both Xbox Live, Game Pass together with either an Xbox One S or an Xbox One X in a 2-year contract, meaning that everything included, actual hardware, would be included. The Xbox One S would reportedly cost $22 a month, with the Xbox One X bundle costing $35 a month. You know what I'm saying? That sounds insane to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It says these bundles certainly don't seem to be a bad deal. Game Pass, Xbox Live alone adds up to $20 a month for users that subscribe to month-to-month option. So they would be able to add the hardware in for an extra $2 a month. The service would grant access to the Game Pass impressive lineup of games, which includes all Microsoft exclusive games the day they launch, and the ability to play online through Xbox Live. Breaking down the cost of the consoles over 2 years would be an amazing way to remove the barrier of entry games facing at a high cost, expanding the general gaming audience. So,
hold on. I got one more thing to say.
Go ahead.
And for those people who may be naysayers to this,
there's quite a few I've seen today.
You can do this without Game Pass, without Live, because let's go back to a book that me and Mega should know from when we was kids, called Finger Hut. People been doing this for years.
Yeah, Finger Hut, yes.
Drop a little knowledge on your ass.
I mean, they do the same thing at Aaron's and Cons, bro.
Finger Hut is still around.
Yes, it is, and they doubled and tripled in the prices when you look up. You damn near paying $1,000.
Finger Hut has outlasted Radio Shack and the Wiz. Facts.
Hey, don't forget Aaron's and Cons. They did that shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, this is just like kind of like Aaron's and Cons. You know what I'm saying? You're leasing
Cons and Rent-A-Center.
Yeah, but Rent-A-Center. But the thing about that is that Rent-A-Center will come and take your shit back. They'll come and take their shit back.
And they charge damn near double. If you buy
triple.
Triple. This is not doing that. This is not doing that. So,
no.
Great deal.
You're trying to get it in your house.
And whatever you spend
all they're doing
towards the purchase of the system. So it's not like you're just like, because a renter center, whatever you get, you're renting. You're just renting. And then when you want to buy it, the price is retarded. You know what I'm saying? So this is a good thing,
right? And that's
it's rent
right there. We just sit there and like boss moves. I don't know if I just seen it, so I don't know if you just popped this in or whatever. But he was like, "Yeah, it's good for people with lower income." I just hope that they don't add crazy interest to the rate, because I was just going to say they just read an article that it's only $2 more, so it's not like that they're really getting like they're hitting you with some shit over the brick and over the head with a brick. I was like,
hey, Mega.
No,
I got
100.
No, I was gonna say one thing.
I'll get to you in a minute, please. For real. Don't. All right. The one point I was
go to bed.
I am, but I'm just saying, damn, I want to go to bed. I don't want you to keep saying, let me say something, and then you talk for 20 fucking minutes.
I ain't talk for 20 minutes. I was gonna say, you know what? You ain't shit.
Man, y'all crazy.
Now Knuckles. Now he's been drinking.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to bed.
Anyway, sit there with a pacifier. I'm going like a trooper, getting like 3 hours sleep or less. Anyway,
you better get your mom in the morning.
Yeah, but anyway, so this is it right here, right? So if you think about it overall, if you see, I forgot my train of thought. Thank you, 100. Never mind. Knuckles, what are your thoughts about this? Let's just go. Dang.
I honestly, it's one of the best things that they could do, because people are at least ignorant to the fact of everything we do is finance. You have a credit card, that's finance, because you're using credit and money that you don't technically own and then paying it back. This is making gaming for a vast majority of people so easily accessible, because there's people like everyone's been saying who don't want to drop that kind of money going straight out. You know, even with the sales, like there are amazing sales, even for like the S at the cheapest is like $200. Not everyone is willing to drop $200 right off the bat. If you give them an option like this, that helps to get people so into it when they couldn't afford to be able to go into it straight out the gate. And then giving them something like Gold, which gives them online included, giving them something like Game Pass, which is included with this price, which gives them games out the gate that with everything that's in the vault and stuff like that. That's a great thing to have, you know? Hey, Live, your mic, bro.
For real. Come on, Live.
Sound like you in grandma's house stepping on the squeaky floorboards and shit.
Oh,
damn.
I'm muting my mic. Good one. Good shot.
All right.
Go ahead, Knuckles.
But, you know, it's one of those things that people who are stating anything bad about this at all, I can't even comprehend the things that are being said about this. Like, it's just one of those things that is so idiotic, because the fact that financing literally is a mainstay of life. You have a phone, that's finance. You have a house, that's mortgage, that's a finance. You have a fucking car, you paying a car note, that is finance. Like, come on,
man. People. You talking to people that live in their mama basements. They ain't got none of that shit.
The thing that they financing is their fucking life, because their mom about to put that foot to their ass. That's what it is.
Okay, so Chuck, what is your thoughts on this, man?
I mean, I think it's just it's a good thing, because of people got different ways to be able to purchase. You got the people, like, you know, people don't want to pay all that money. They could just drop to the $35. You got your entry point right there. You got the people like on the hardcores, like us. We want the latest, the greatest, the biggest, and the best right now. I don't like pay month to month. I want to drop the money right now and don't have to worry about it ever again. Boom, they got me covered. You know what I'm saying? They got everything. So all they doing is hitting different angles. So they hitting the angle that everybody should be hitting. Now, why they haven't thought of that? You know what I'm saying? Why Sony don't do that? Why Nintendo don't do that? I mean, that's the wave of the future.
They try to do it.
Yeah, I'm talking about that's something they should have been doing. That should be standard right now. But I'm glad Microsoft is actually doing it and doing it right without price jabbing people, trying to kill them. You know what I'm saying? $2. You know what I'm saying? That ain't bad.
Yeah.
Right.
And you got
now there, I could even see an extra $50 to be honest with you.
The price is crazy because, like I said, man, when you go to rent a center, man, and the money you spend and then go to buy it, they don't even take off like nothing.
They want $700.
Right, for
$700 for the fact.
$700.
No, that's for the fact. That's for the fact.
Yeah. Yeah, there was somebody that we know that rented a PlayStation, and they're playing out the wazoo. Like, there's no way that I'd rent from a rental company like Cons or from a Rent-A-Center or something like that. Yeah, they'll just totally get you. So yeah, this is another great option. What about you, 100? Now you can go ahead and say with the point that you was going to make.
One thing.
One more.
He had his chance. All right, Live. What is your thoughts about this?
Hey man, offers are good. I'll say this, that even as somebody who like myself that buys all this shit day one, I was sitting there thinking like, nah, I'm gonna just buy my shit. No, I'm like, I don't need to do a payment plan. Fuck it. Why do that shit? But then I was thinking, I was like, man, I was just on Game Pass not too long, paying month to month. If the shit's through Microsoft anyway, the fuck does it matter to me? Whether or not I pay $500 up front or I paid it in installments of $35, a month or whatever the fuck. So, I mean, I think the option is there for everybody. To be honest, this is one of the few things I don't think is necessarily casual focus. I think anybody who's just a gamer in general, this is a good option. I was saying on Twitter, I was like, shit, if PlayStation had some shit like this, I'd jump all over that bitch. Because I'm not a PlayStation dude. So for me to have to go out and buy all the individual titles and shit, that shit is just a hassle. But if I could get like a little PlayStation Game Pass, I'll spend, do that whole subscription shit,
It works for your pocket.
Because this is the crazy thing. Just to have the S is literally, with that plan, is $2 more than PlayStation Now a month. That's fucking insane, dog. And PlayStation Now is trash. That shit is hot garbage covered in shit sauce.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Man.
And you know what's funny about this, and I want to add this in real quick. I think there's two people. There's two people I've known who did the math of adding everything up over the 2 years. In the long run, people are still saving. I think it's between $30 to $20, and that's only because of the fact that it's more because of the fact that they're paying outright the full amount for Xbox Gold and Game Pass. That's what makes it expensive. But that's still not bad at all, because at the end of it all, if they were paying it outright, they're still saving $20, $30 in the long term.
And I'm sure that they have, just like every other company that uses this type of method, where they have like a 90-day deal. You know what I'm saying? Like now you can still pay for you still pay for Live and for Game Pass, but you can buy the hardware within 90 days and not have to worry about it at a low discounted rate if you can. But I mean, just thinking about it, like $35 a month, and then also
that's for the X too.
Right, and the 35 is for the X, and there's also rumors that they'll have a Windows package for the Surface. So
yes, they are.
If they doing it for the Surface, I'm gonna jump on that. Me and my I told it up to my old lady. My old lady's like, we can both get Surfaces. Like, word.
You know what?
And I think it's like.
But Meg, I told you the Surface already been out there.
Yeah.
No, but if they do this in-house, that would be awesome because the Surface
it's in-house. No, it's in-house. Yeah. Microsoft leases. The thing about it, instead of all right, I've been seeing this for years, for the last 2 years. Microsoft will sit there and say, "Hey, okay, you want a top line Surface, right? All the bells and whistles, right, in it. Core i7, or everything, this and that.
256 SSD.
Yeah, all this, that. $79 a month. Who would take that? It's been out there, but it's only for business people. But think about it, the average Joe can get it. You don't have to have a business account. It's the thing about it. They use that as the how we can do Xbox. They're learning off of each other. People don't want to understand that.
Yeah, but if they're going to implement this to the public,
tempting as hell. I might take that shit.
That's what I'm saying. For the Surface, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm not too worried about the X. I already got an X, and I mean, like, I would be down for it. Like, hell, if they had like an incentive, like they were like, hey, we can come the X and the Surface. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For 75, I'm on it, Jack.
Yeah, like what the Surface is. The plan is what the Surface is. I like about that is they're not telling like you own it, but you're leasing it. So say if there's a new Surface came out, you can get the new Surface with no problem.
Take it back.
Take it back. Yeah. And see, this is the thing about it right here, because there's also people that I read their things. Well, what if they, you know what I'm saying? What if the price of the X goes down? And the price of the X will go down for consumers like me, and for most of us that will just go ahead and buy it outright. But for the person that's paying for it, they're going to have that option in 90 days or 180 days to go ahead and pay it off and not have to worry about it. And if a person decides like, oh, I could just get over on Microsoft and not pay for the damn thing, well,
you're gonna pay for it regardless.
You're gonna hit that. It's gonna hit your credit, Jack.
Yeah.
And Microsoft is still winning because you know why? Because you'll still have it and you'll still be playing games on it. And even if you sell that motherfucker to somebody else, that person is going to be playing games on it and buying software. That's exactly what Chuck said at the beginning of the show. Is that's what Xbox wants the most, is to have as many people grabbing their consoles, and you know what I'm saying, regardless, just having it, just getting it into the house so you can buy it in your hands.
But Megan, look at the price. We talking about $35. We ain't talking about $79, $89.
No, yeah, like
that price and what they set it as. Now, like me, right? Person like me, right? I found. I ain't gonna tell you the price I found on the new TV, right? That I got off of Amazon. I got an Amazon bit. That's why I say y'all need to get a business card. Get that Amazon business card. Stuff will be way cheaper on certain issues. And I saw a TV and said, "Damn, I'm negotiating with myself, like paying, and then like when it's coming out. Should I go buy it straight up, or should I wait? Because I wouldn't mind paying the $35 a month. I wouldn't mind that. And then I bought a brand new 4K HDR10 Dolby Digital. Everybody don't have the money to do all that. People got to pay rent. People got kids.
Yeah, mortgages, car payments. Yeah,
that's
what I'm saying.
Yeah, so, they don't. Yeah. That's what everybody don't have. And see, that's what people. We're average Joes. That's what I want to tell the world. We're average Joes. We're average Joes. We're not the angry Joes. We're not your favorite YouTuber that's got over 100,000 or whatever. We're not them. We're regular Joes. That's how you when you hear us talk, we talk from the heart.
So, Post Up said that most likely that what they'll do is that they'll block your hardware address until you pay them. That can be another.
No, they're gonna block you off of Xbox Live.
Yeah, but this is my only concern.
Yeah, cut you off of Xbox Live.
Xbox Live and Pass. Yeah,
like hear me
cut you Xbox Live and Pass.
This is my only concern.
They do that now.
With people talking about not paying their bill, dog. For the X, it's $35. If you are feeling at this point that you're not sure if you could pay your bill, that's $35 a month. Fuck video games. You got other issues.
Exactly.
Leave that shit alone.
I agree. I agree.
like for the simple fact that guys are sitting up there on Twitter talking about, but what if they turn my shit off? Like, nigga, if you're about to get your shit turned off, it is $35. Not $135, not $235, but $35. You need to reevaluate your life because you fucking up right now in the game.
$35.
People don't understand that Microsoft did the analytics. They did the analytics. Like I was seeing in the live chat about these renter centers and all that. I remember buying one of my first PCs, right, from Renter Center, right. The shit was really worth $200. Guess what I paid for? $500. My first PlayStation 1 because I wanted to play Metal Gear, and I was like, oh, I can pay every 2 weeks. That shit was 2 times what I would. They're not charging you 2 times what it's worth. Just because it's $40 or $60 extra, so what? Look, you getting the best of gaming.
Right. Yeah, like I'm just saying, and this is what's the ultimate thing about this, right? So you have so many of these PlayStation fans. I haven't seen really too many Nintendo people go after it, but it's just been the PlayStation fans that I've been seeing today, and they've been talking. But if PlayStation offers a bundle the same way, saying that you're going to get PlayStation View, PlayStation Now, and maybe you can get the VR headset, don't you think these motherfuckers ain't gonna eat it up? Come on, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Or their movies are like, you know what I'm saying, also with, you know what I'm saying, and then they can offer a console like, hey, you can get the Pro or the Slim for the same price for $22 for $35, or you could choose between the VR Pro or for the I'm even going to consider to get some eye herpes. I mean, like, hey man, I can go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, look at that price. That's good. But by that time the price will be probably about $200 or something like that. So then I could just go ahead and just give me a you know what I'm saying, a PlayStation VR. But I mean, just that thought, and that's the thing. Watch, the contradictions will the hypocrisy will be on all-time levels. Because if this works, see, this is the bad thing. Xbox has always got to be the guinea pig to go ahead and start this off. And this is another reason why Xbox is doing this, because Amazon and Google is going to be coming into the gaming space. People keep forgetting about this. Xbox is making these moves because they ain't worried about what Sony. They haven't been worried about really what Sony's been doing, but they are worried about what Amazon and what Google's going to do. They got the money to go tit for tat. They can buy studios right from underneath Microsoft if they even offer it. They can give a better deal. They can have a better person with a mouthpiece and take shit. That's what Amazon could do. And Amazon, what they have been doing is undercutting everybody. They can give you the cheapest price, and they can probably have a drone deliver that shit to your house. You better watch out for what they're going to do. So the thing of it is Microsoft is over here thinking ahead of the game, and everybody else will follow suit. And I cannot wait when PlayStation decides to make this move and what these people are going to say then. Because for me, you know what I'm saying, if you can afford to buy the console right off the bat, then it's not for you. But options are not bad. They're just not. It's just another way for people to get the console into your house. And I think like Lemon said, I think everybody should attempt to do this. I think Nintendo will be the very last one to do it or even to try it. But I think eventually this is just what they do, man. So anyway, man, we're going to have to get this. We're going to have to wrap this up, man. Get out of here. Bloody Knuckles, where can they find you at, man?
And they can find me on my channel, Bloody Knuckles. The O's are zeros. The E is a 3. They can also find me at mixer.com/Bloody Knuckles and on Twitter. I'm all over the place. Always check it out.
Yeah, where can they find you at? What places are you at, man?
I just said I'm on. They can find me on Twitter and Mixer, and they can
no. I'm talking about like your podcast that other podcasts.
Oh, of course. They can also find me on my show every Saturday, whenever we do it right now because it's up in the air. The Smash Podcast, your little corner for geeky goodness and nerdy news, and of course they can find me on Thursdays with Salty and his crew over there on TGSP.
All right. I see you. Yeah, Microsoft creeping on a come up. Hey, for real, they over here being. Look,
I'm gonna say this right now. Microsoft is gonna fucking punch everyone straight in the face next gen. They're gonna kick it off right.
Hey, Delilah sit there and put some information. She said, Microsoft Surface Plus, .com, Microsoft Surface Plus.com. I might hit their ass up before we, you know what I'm saying, before I go to bed.
I'm about to do that too because I could take that shit on the road to do some editing when I'm not.
Hey, that'd been great for E3. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me, you coming up
yeah,
there.
Bro.
Yeah, because I mean, I had my laptop.
Put that in the what's her name?
Well, she put that in the
Delilah did.
Yeah, Delilah did. Anyway,
it's with Klarna. Oh hell yeah, they good.
Where can they find you at?
Check me out on my channel, YouTube Livewire Gaming. I mean, you know, I'll be putting shit up there from time to time.
Home of the sailors.
Right. Yeah. Why you feeling yourself and doing all that cussing? You know how this is.
Oh, my bad. You know, after Bible study, I'm going I'm going to go to the prayer gathering around the corner.
Hey, live. Are you gonna go diving anytime soon so that you can? There you go.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play some Sea of Thieves probably later on today. Wait, what are we playing today? We playing Sea of Thieves? Or we doing? We're gonna finally get into that Sunset Overdrive.
We're playing Night. We'll help you get your Z's. That's what we're gonna be playing.
You on the bed?
Hell yeah, I gotta go to bed. Anyway,
okay.
One-Away Dragons. Where can they find you at?
One-Away Dragons TV. You already know what it is. We report that good and non-fake news. Facts.
All right.
And celebrating my 2 years on Twitter. Holla at your boy One-Away Dragons TV. Today is my 2-year anniversary.
Hey.
Nice 2-year anniversary. Nice.
I don't know what my anniversary is. I got so many accounts, I just make accounts daily.
All day, every day.
You say it like that, man. They say you making the soccer accounts. You out there doing the most, being filthy out there. Watch out.
You know.
Yeah. Well, okay. Anyway, all that craziness. All right, 100. Where can they find you at, bro?
You ain't gonna find me for the next another week because I've been captured from the corporate community, so ain't gonna find me. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. You might see me at lunchtime and sitting at my desk. I don't know, man. But you know what? I came on because I had a little energy left, man, for a long ass week.
Yo, let me tell you something, 100. Every time you say one more thing plus 3, 4 more, one more things is like 5 and 6. I'm just saying.
Get them.
That's a connector. That's when
you know what?
Fuck
you, and fuck all y'all. You know what? At least I tried. See, I came in because I ain't gonna. Man. At least I tried. Took my little spirit up, man. I took my little spirit. I was quiet. I was respectable. And I'm about to get off this shit because my old lady just called me.
Hey man, we'll get off.
Are you about to?
You know what? Happy motherfuckers day to y'all, all of y'all.
All right. Look at this foul language tonight.
Happy motherfuckers day to come all of you. I gotta talk to the old lady, man.
Tell me happy birthday, punk.
I told you happy birthday. I said I will buy you a game.
Everybody give my boy
you gonna buy me a game? What you gonna buy me?
Oh, what you want?
Shit. Hey, I want Strange Brigade.
I got you.
Okay. All right.
I got you.
All right. If you don't have it, I'm gonna whoop your ass when I see you in LA next week.
No, I can't say the word I want to say. It's a different podcast.
I know.
Yeah, so I'm gonna leave that alone.
All right.
So I'm see. That's how you know I ain't drunk. Cause I would have said it.
Triple Cup Chuck. Where can they find you at, bro?
Oh yeah, this is boy Triple Cup Chuck. You can find me at Triple Cup Chuck, Twitter, YouTube, Xbox. On Wednesdays, you got the Vibration Podcast. We be talking about, Marvel, DC, comic books, and we kind of changed the vibe of the show. We kind of have it like everything is more like visual, like when you hearing storytelling. We got a segment we call the fail safe, where it's pretty much like we villains and we got to do conquests and stuff like that. So we got to bring it, just to get away from all of the normal. We just doing some nerdy geeky stuff. So come check us out. Got a giveaway I'm doing when I hit that 300. Y'all gonna see it's gonna be something serious. And you can find me right here. And you can find me on Saturday on the DirectX whenever we can get back in there. But you know how it goes. Man, it's your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm out. I'm going to bed. We ain't nothing tonight.
What you going to bed for?
Man, I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning, man. I'm burnt.
Ooh, tell me. Hey, man, I've been up since 1 o'clock this morning, man. I'm beyond burnt, and I still got to go to them son of a bitches, man. I know I'm crying.
Cow tipping season is over.
The cow tipping season is done, Joe.
Man, I might not even get out this chair. What y'all talking about?
Well, I know that's right. Anyway, all right. Damn, lady, she bounced out. She said she had something to do. She said y'all was
she didn't. She left for her stream, man.
Yeah, she said she had to go to her stream. She said y'all some bum ass, inconsiderate bastards. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lady Infamous. Always hold it down. Keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
She gonna cut us all later. Don't worry about it.
She'll cut your ass because you keep on mentioning it. But it's all good. Delilah HD in the chat, man. Much love. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Man, you know what I'm saying? Normally we would just keep it up going because I really wanted to keep talking about that. Maybe we'll talk about it a little bit more next week. Well, no, I forgot to announcement to make. I will not be here next week. I will be in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? And so I will
And next week, your boy's gonna be live from an anime con that's gonna be posting on the channel.
Oh, nice. So I'll be in New Orleans. So if
oh, you gonna be in New Orleans next weekend?
Yeah.
Man, so what's that, man? We gotta link up.
Oh yeah, I'll hit you up. We'll sit there and try to see what you try to show sense because I'm definitely gonna be hitting out Burger Street.
Man,
no doubt
man,
about that.
We gonna get 100 drunk.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
I should jump on a plane and go down there too.
Hey,
might as well, because we all get drunk out them.
We're gonna do it because I damn sure gonna do some drinking. And so Delilah, she'll be doing the show if she can make it. If not, if she can't, then there won't be no show. But hopefully Delilah will do it and she will host, and these guys will be on their best behavior because Delilah don't play that shit. So anyway, all right, everybody. If you ain't got to take your ass to work, you know what I'm saying, you're allowed to go to bed. You know, other than that,
the pants off, dance off.
If other than that, you better be playing some games, or you better be playing the pants off, dance off.
Woo! But, see, this how tired this man is. He forgetting his own sames.
I'm tired, bro. Anyway, all right. Happy birthday to me tomorrow. Hey, I'll do all types of e-begging. I'll be saying, look, give me anything. I don't care. You can give me some PlayStation games, some PC games, some Xbox games. Some hate mail. Doesn't matter. Just give me something. All right. I love y'all. Peace.